ults have been steadily improving. You see there, of course, on the Tekken God Supreme on the Lars. So definitely putting in the work with the character. Hynaros, not someone I'm as familiar with. Reina, though, very, very strong pick. We've seen, I think, more people over time start to put in some tournament results with the character. We're just waiting for this replay to catch up. All right, there we go. All right. And Hynaros actually takes the first round there. It's very, very, very nice. Okay, we just got an update there. Apparently, our co-commentator here, Panda, is currently having some PC issues, so that is the reason for his delay. But here we go. Hynaros now off to a good start here into round 2. Took round 1. Was working on a perfect there. I'm not sure what the thought was behind going for the roll. I think maybe they expected Kebab Trigger to stand up and they wanted to get the plus frames by going for the fully charged kick. Nice counter hit, gets the grab. Eats that spring kick on wake up as well. And the running 3 there from Kebab Drinker will catch the mid. The low, rather. Technical difficulties all around. All right, thank you for the updates, Gio. We do hope to get those sorted as soon as possible, folks. But here we go. Kebab Drinker gets to the wall, pops heat immediately. And this is something we've seen, I think, consistently now for some time. I think the general consensus as to the best application of heat very much veered towards it being a much more aggressive tool. 9 times out of 10, if someone gets the first clean hit in the round and they get a conversion, you're probably going to see a heat activation either as part of that combo or to get pressure at the wall. And I agree with that in most situations. I think giving yourself access to those empowered tools, especially when someone has their back to the wall, is a really good way to try and hammer down on the momentum, make sure people get shut down. Kebab Drinker now very much back in the driver's seat of this set, despite a very strong opening 2 rounds there from Hynaros. And yeah, that should be it. Gets the perfect. I was gonna say, will he? Yeah, he would have got a guaranteed shoulder after that throw on the wall. Didn't even need to. The throw itself actually got the kill there. So game 1 goes to Kebab Drinker, and right into the game 2 here. Nice heat engager there from Kebab Drinker. Gets the knockdown. Flip over now as well. And the perfect to open it up. All right. Yeah, after a rocky start to that game 1, Kebab very firmly in control. Let's see if Hynaros can make a comeback here, make some adaptations. I think a lot of this is just being able to shut down Lars's options, because especially if you're not familiar with the character matchup, it can be very difficult to find where the gaps are to stop him from pressing. All right, he bursts right back, stops that dash option from Kebab. Solid answer there from... Nice! Beautiful option from Hynaros. Goes for the parry right out of his own stance transition. Where's both my boys, Panda and Nibs? Panda currently having some technical difficulties, Ruzu, but lovely to see you. All right, here we go. Knockdown from Kebab Drinker. Nice duck there from Hynaros. Wasn't able to follow up on it, though. Sidestep, arc blast, beautiful whiff punish there from Kebab. Gets the flip over a little bit early there. I think had he gotten to the wall, might have been ideal, but either way, he gets the KO, and Kebab Drinker now looking at making this a quick 2-0 for the first set. Nice block there on the forward back 2-1. Okay, tried for the whiff punish with the electric. He was actually just a little bit too short. And now Kebab gets the full conversion. Beautiful stuff. All right, what's the Oki after the shoulder? He tried for sidestep down too, but he got clipped with the toe tap. He will spike him here with the heat burst as well, and this should carry to wall. Spiking does give him juggle scaling, so this wouldn't do as much as it normally would. Oh my god, Hynaros' get-up kick somehow clipped the dive kick there. All right, rage available for Hynaros, has heat active as well, but gets counter hit knockdown. Kebab Drinker takes your first set 2-0. Very nice stuff. Again, solid turnaround considering how strong of an opening Hynaros had in game 1. Dawwed versus the tag is Corrales fanboy, but I believe this is our friend Ghostinho. All right, and yet another Reina here. So, as I said, Reina, a character who I think was always recognized as being very strong. I think hasn't quite put in some of the results I would have expected of the character, but I think the potential is always there. And here we go. Ghostinho working on some solid pressure here. Has heat active. Look at all the chip damage on to Dawwed here. Nice, gets the counter hit and the wall splat. I was gonna say Dawwed could have regained all of that had he hit a heat engager, but didn't get given the chance. All right, solid round one from Ghost. Eats a shoulder. Immediate heat engager there from Dawwed. What's interesting to see now, I expect Ghost to pop heat sooner rather than later to combat Dawed's own heat. Doesn't do that just yet. Get clipped with the counter hit sidestep 4, and now Ghost has quite a life deficit to work back from and not a lot of gray health to recover. Heat engage now. All right, pressure once again. No duck, unbreakable throw. Oh, yeah, just hop kicks him out. Should be the round here for Dawwed. Never mind, doesn't quite reach the wall, whiffs that option. Rage available for both, and he eats the hell sweep as well. Nice recovery from Ghost. Beautiful stuff now, solid. Nice block on the sweep. All right, Ghostinho now has the life lead, has heat active. Good duck there from Dawwed on the high. Punish now. No break on the throw. Heat still available for Ghost. Spends the heat smash for the plus frame. Tried for the power crush there. Expected Dawwed to start mashing jab. Didn't happen. And just chips him down. A lot of pressure there coming out from Ghost, and he just ran Dawwed down. So each of those rounds followed a similar pattern, except for maybe the start of round 2 where Dawwed had a strong opening. Each of those rounds pretty much just involved Ghost pushing Dawwed into the corner and then using a lot of Reina's stance transitions to provide a lot of pressure, which worked out very, very well for him. So we'll be interested to see now if Dawwed perhaps is a bit more familiar with the matchup and, you know, is able to start adapting to some of these. But again, in a similar way to what we saw in our previous set, Reina, also a character who can be very difficult to shut down if you're not ready for what they're doing. You know? All right, here we go. Arena is our stage for the second match. So we have 8 walls. 4 of these are stage hazards as well. So they are very relevant. Something that's really big on Arena Underground is seeing how people choose to use those walls. Because there's a lot of situations where people will reach the wall later into a juggle. And I believe in those situations, it's actually not worth using straight away. It's often better if you can to go for a wall ender that knocks people to the floor and then try and save it to potentially wall splat them from Oki. Because if you do it from an extended juggle, you actually add juggle scaling and make it so that you don't get a real combo after the hazard. All right, nice round there from Dawwed. Managed to slow down the pace somewhat. Let's see if Ghost can answer back. Gets shut down, went for the wave dash, got hit with the counter hit. Nice sidestep there from Ghost. Beautiful sidestep electric there for the punish. Doesn't quite reach the wall. Sidestep again, completely avoids the spring kick. Yeah, a lot of lateral movement here from Ghost. Sidestep right is doing a lot of work for him so far in this round. All right, big counter hit there from Dawwed. Beautiful heat smash there from Ghost. Gets the kill. I believe if that had hit the stage hazard, similar to breakable walls, I think that actually sets off the explosion. But got the kill with it, so it's still active, still available. Heat already active now on the side of Ghost. Good throw break there from Dawwed. Has to be careful not to get hit with any mids here. Don't want to get wall splat, especially on this stage. Oh my god, there we go. Heat smash. And will trigger that hazard, as we said. Down forward 2, beautiful. And you see how that happened so much earlier. It wasn't into an extended juggle, so he got a full screen wall carry off of it as well. Beautiful stuff there. Hits him with the roll into the mid. And now Ghost looking at making this a quick 2-0 of his own. Immediate counter hit into the grab. Good whiff punish there with the shoulder. Gets the heat, does Dawwed. Okay, he tried to whiff punish with the shoulder yet again, but he actually got himself clipped. He tried to do that slightly too early. Good block. Okay, doesn't matter. Ghostinho armors through the back one there. And there we go. Solid stuff from Ghostinho. A quick 2-0 on the left. And of course, Stack then on the right as well. So, Shaheen versus Lee, an interesting one again. Not two relatively uncommon characters at in tournament play, currently speaking. Oracle 99 and Sephi Black, of course, very well known for their Shaheens at the moment. Shaheen, I think, an incredibly strong character, has some very, very strong tools out of heat. I think most notable is the fact that he has access to a guard break high that is visually unreactable. Apparently you can react to the sound, but it's extremely difficult. I love that you're adding the reversal official account to ask them if Shaheen is honest. Nice down forward 2 there from Oracle. That should close out the round. Yes, indeed. All right. Solid game 1 coming here from Oracle. If he can continue this momentum, let's see if Stack can turn it around. Okay, he tried there. That was the high guard break in question. Okay, beautiful stuff there. Good duck there from Stack, but he just wasn't quick enough with that while standing punish, so he missed the chance to whiff punish there. Solid game 1 from Oracle 99. No bull, sorry. You've had some opinions given to you there in the chat. I think there are characters in this game who are perhaps slightly more honest than others. I don't know if I think Shaheen is one of them, but as Rexu said, I don't think anyone's honest in this game. I think Tekken 8 in particular, especially with how prevalent heat is and the way what makes a character good in this game. Yeah, I don't think anyone's honest. I think it's an incredibly dishonest game, and the more dishonest you are, the better. Yeah, no, but Mistral there, I'd agree with you. The concept of honesty, quote unquote, in fighting games is made up. It's a thing people say to, talk about, what's fair or real, or it's not really that big of an issue. Stack, round 1 on the board, very solid stuff there. Game 1 was all Oracle, so it's always nice to see someone turning around that momentum immediately. Nice duck there on the power crush. Again, not quite quick enough to get the punish. Fairly even on life. Okay, Oracle now pushed into rage. And it's always interesting. You can be pushed into rage from chip damage, which is honestly surprisingly useful at times, even as the defender. But there we go. Oracle gets around back on the board. All even right now. Beautiful there. Down forward 2. Catches Stack trying to step to the right. Alright, that's Superman punch. Beautiful down forward 2 there from Stack. Just stuffs Oracle in the middle of his pressure. Again, sometimes you just have to throw something out to try and catch people off guard. You don't want to be taking pressure for free, especially when your back is to the wall. Spends the heat dash just to stay plus, keep a bit of pressure going. Heat engager there from Oracle. Gets a lot of grey life back into the guard break follow-up as well. And catches a hop kick here. And you would have to imagine that that's the round. Yes, it is. Oracle now 2 rounds to 1. Looking at a potential set point here. Nice duck there and gets the punish this time, does Stack. All right, beautiful. Nice back two carry, didn't quite reach the wall, and that actually cost Stack the round potentially. Oh, Oracle whiffed the running 3 there, but it didn't matter. Got the round anyway. Oh, very unfortunate there for Stack. That was an excellent comp. There we go. Next set up. All right, we've got Copito on the Lili. Sorry, what was that, Gio? Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Let me see. All right, here we go. So Copito on Lili, and I believe this should be Tibetano. Yes, sorry, I didn't recognize the Steam name. It threw me off. Oh, we're choking. And we're no longer choking. Here we go. All right, Tibetano versus Copito. Unfortunate, you know, early Spain team kill here in the winner's side. All right, Heihachi, always fun to see, though. It's interesting to see, you know, how Heihachi's going to be doing now in these early days of his tournament life. Just because, again, he seems very strong when played well. He's got access to lots of damage. He's got some really solid tools. But, of course, he seems to have, you know, perhaps some more measured downsides put into his kit. Voila. All right. Solid stuff there from Copito. Beautiful conversion. I didn't know she could get 2 do-glide 3s there. That was a really interesting interaction. All right, solid stuff. 1 round apiece here now in game 1. Okay, charge, back fist there, and Tibetano able to go for the follow-up as well. I do believe the fully charged fist is slightly more plus. Good block. That's an interesting one I've noticed. If you get hit by the first hit of Heihachi's Hell Sweep, but you block the second, you actually don't get, you know, normal while standing 4 punishes. I'm not 100% what the frame situation is there, but I'm currently working under the understanding that it's safe. Rage Art through the jab, very nice, and just from that little bit of extra health he lost as well, he'll do some more damage. Minus 10. That's an interesting one for a low. Nice running 3. Down jab punish for majority of characters, yeah. Nice. Gets a little bit of health back there. Beautiful. While standing free there from Copito. Gets the full crouch down forward 1 follow-up as well. Solid damage. He tried to, yeah, he faked out into the back turn there at the end. Tried to check for the mid, but Tibetano chose to stay on the ground. Solid awareness. Again, get some health back. Nice sidestep heat smash, and that will close out game 1 for Tibetano. Now I can watch since I already lost twice. Rude life. Sorry to hear. Thank you for entering, though. You know, and be sure to, you know, keep joining in, keep competing. If you haven't already, as a quick reminder, go ahead and claim those Matcherino codes. You see the link there in the chat. We have double codes this week. 100 free codes, guys. 25 cents each. That's a total of $25 that we could be adding to the prize pool for free. All right, here we go. Game 2. Tibetano had a solid game 1 there. Again, a lot of solid back and forth from both. Copito's optimization in terms of a lot of his Lili conversions were very, very good, getting a lot of solid damage. But Tibetano, just playing very solid, was aware of where a lot of his opportunities to duck were. And again, nice pressure there with the back fist. Copito ducks the high. That was interesting. parry state was active for so long on the side of Tibetano. Lots of pressure. Up 3+4 there from Copito, and I believe that was actually just to get out of the corner. That was an interesting one. He overshot Tibetano, and here we go. Look at how quickly he has turned around that life deficit. Still behind. Has a bit of gray life to recover, though, potentially, but won't get the opportunity to full crouch sweep into the forward 2. And here we go. Tibetano 2 rounds straight. Nice whiff punish there from Copito with the down forward 2. Okay, slightly too short on the wall, misjudged the distance. And again, small mistakes like that can cost you, but here we go. Nice conversion from Copito there. Sidestep, pop kick conversion. Tibetano now has heat active. Gets the parry. Still has level 3 Warrior's Instinct available if he wants to activate it. Might not get the opportunity. All right, whiffs electric there. Copito doesn't try to contest afterwards. Solid launch there from Tibetano. Now rage available, and he does choose to spend it after that flip on the wall. I don't think this is dead, but it's very close. All right. Lot of... Okay, nice there. Yeah, solid duck from Tibetano against the 3+4, and just the quick punish as well. 2-0 for Tibetano, exclamation match Reno. There are 2 claim code buttons, guys. Be sure to claim both, please. Again, 100 codes, 25 cents each. That's a potential $25.
Yeah, that's quite a nice chunk.
We're down to halfway. We have half the codes claimed. So thank you very much to everyone for doing that. If we can just get another 25 each. But here we go. Wagboy versus Denis. Hwoarang versus Kuma. So this is something we were talking about earlier. I'm not sure how much Tekken you've been playing, Ruzu, but
it's been a hot minute. I'll be honest, I've actually commentated quite a bit of Tekken. Some of these guys might even remember me commentating Tekken, but it's very hard to balance 3, 5, 6 in Tekken. I've not even played Tekken since, like, I think Lidia's been out. I think not more than that, since April, I think. So it's been a hot minute for me.
Yeah, but like Kuma's such an interesting one because I feel like people really early on started noticing how good his heat options are, and I think over time that has only gotten more pronounced because, you know, Tekken's the Tekken community likes to have a bit of a complaint, and I've seen a lot more complaining happening about this pair.
Have they? Okay. Have there been some buffs to him then, or is it something?
I don't think it. No, it's just that I think people have kind of come to realize again, like, he's genuinely very solid. He does so much chip damage when heat is active, and if he hits you, then you just kind of die.
Yeah. I remember a particular player, Knockcat, I think his name was, playing.
Yes, he is in the bracket.
He's in the bracket. Alright, shout out to Knockcat. See, look how you made a mark. You made a mark for me. I do remember your name. But the fact that he played Kuma, I did pretty well with him.
Alright, big life deficit here for Denis. He has a bit of gray life, but his heat is already gone, so he can't heat engage to get it back. And he doesn't get the opportunity. Wagboy looking at taking game 1 here. And again, now we are on a round 4. But yeah, once you get into this transition on the stage, that floor hazard is available. There it is. Gets the grab, gets the floor explosion. We dead or alive now.
Yeah, oh, nice little push back there. Right into the wall juggle. No, combo. Love a bit of a wall splash. We like one of those. Have we seen any Lili tips this evening? Because I remember at the beginning when I played this game, I actually played a bit of Lili, right? And no one ever played Lili for some reason.
We actually just had a Lili match, Copito versus Tibetano. Copito was on the Lili, and again, no, Lili's a really cool character. It's very funny actually. The last couple days that I've been like doing streams and stuff, I'm trying to like learn Lili myself,
right?
And it's really fun.
I'm turning the lights off. I haven't even got my ring light down here up here, so I'm sorry. You're gonna see like. Not very good lighting from my end.
It's fine, sure. What was it like? Sure, remember that IGM where we were like in the dark? Oh my god!
So me and Nibs for the first time we were commentating together, right? And we were literally, you couldn't even see me because of my complexion, of course. But you know, Nibs is barely faint could barely make him out. It was interesting, but hopefully they've got some nice ring lights for us this December.
Hopefully.
November,
here
rather.
we go, November, yeah. But here we go, nice opener there from Denis. Armors through into the heat engage, and there we go. Once you get that roll going, especially with heat active, it's so scary. He opted for the high wall splat Wagboy, and there we go. Round 1 goes to the bear.
Very nice. See how this pans out. Wagboy, trying to get his first touch. The launcher comes through. Love the launcher because it's right to the wall, possibly, right?
And Helico in the chat talking about how the mashing is insane. It's not mashing, brother. It's calculated pressure. Gets the guard break out of the roll.
Is that Tekken? I thought that was just mashing all this time.
All right, nice duck there from Wagboy, but he wasn't quick enough to get a punish. Nice. Oh, I know it was a joke, man. I'm just taking the piss.
Nice.
All right, heat burst goes through, and that's good, especially against characters who rely a lot on string pressure. I like heat burst as a defensive option to be able to just get yourself out of it and get some plus frames off of it as well to try and start establishing your own right back.
Yeah. Nice, getting touched. Wagboy needs one more touch here. Goes for the low. Ooh. All right.
Yeah,
wow.
Gets the throw. Yeah. No, solid damage off of that one there. Doesn't get the guaranteed follow up that he did in Tekken 7. He used to get a back 3 from that off the back turn, but all right. Goes for the mid that time, and Wagboy probably ducked after getting hit with the guard break the previous interaction.
Take somebody's ass right here. Look at that.
And the slide.
Oh, wow.
Genuinely.
Okay.
So that's what I was talking about. A lot of Kuma is just heat activation into chip damage into canned mix. It's very it's oppressive. It's really powerful.
Yeah, I can imagine. Damn. Well, it's looking really interesting. Yeah. Are we doing it like that? We're not making rooms anymore. Is this?
We're a Tekken lounge event now. Yeah.
Oh, we lounge event. Okay. I remember.
We're on the arcade cabs.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. It's been that's how long it's been, I guess.
Yeah, because to be fair, it's a pain because Tekken has that it has a really awkward system where you can't just search for people. Like you can't just search for people the way you can in like Street Fighter.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't have name search. You have to search with their ID number.
Right. Well,
it's really weird.
No, we ain't got time for that. But yeah. All right. Let's see how far are we into the bracket as well. Let's have a quick look.
We are into winners round 3. We have some people waiting in winners round 4. So we're actually moving along nicely. This is very solid progress for an 83-man bracket.
Good. It's not Tekken's day today. Look at this. It's my game crashed after the match. Give me a second. Oh dear.
Yeah, basically. No, absolutely. Everyone's having some technical issues at the moment. Thanks for the shout out on that. So we'll get ourselves back underway as soon as our players are ready to go once again. All right, who else have we got in?
Technical issues. Listen, you don't know about the story about me and Rexu as well. When we commentate Tekken Outplayed. Yeah. I love Ken with all my heart. Shout out to Ken Flea and Outplayed and the Austria crew. But me and Ken Rexu, right? We had to share one mic together while I was running the stream and doing production at the same time. It's crazy.
No, that's mad.
It was wild actually. And we're doing that for a good 3-4 hours, I think. You know what it is, right? Those are stories to tell, right? So things like that, it's all part of the fun as well.
No, absolutely. It's one of those things. It's never a knock on these situations. You get I think some of my favorite stories about doing any sort of event is all right. So here's this time everything went to shit.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that was nice, and just passing it back to him. Go on then. Yeah, let me just do this quickly, update the scores and all that other stuff, and that other malarkey.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah. But no, very, very solid. Always love recovering from bad situations is a part of what makes the FGC wonderful. But
yeah,
right. Who have we got into round 4? Pikah won his previous match 2-0, so Pikah is waiting for an opponent in round 4 currently. Kuroten and Oracle 99 are going to be playing there. Lain versus Aiko. That's going to be a sick match as well. Aiko, we haven't gotten to see on stream just yet, but Aiko is a Raven player. Raven, again, you were talking about characters you don't commonly see. I've been saying this throughout today. You mentioned Lili. We saw Lee earlier on, Shaheen.
Yeah.
Raven, I never see anybody bar that guy.
Listen. I've seen so much Raven, I got sick of him. So I don't know how you've seen so little of Raven. I'm very confused. What is this?
I don't know, man. Here we go. Denis versus Wagboy. Game 2. Game 3, rather. Sorry, we're currently 1-1. So here we go. We're going to the beach.
Let's go. Oh, my. Trade of blows right there.
Dies saying that it was their first reversal. They got O2'd. Hey, it happens to everyone. We all start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
Keep competing. It's the best way to learn.
Absolutely. You know what? They were saying this to someone earlier, right, about fighting games. You lose a lot until you start winning. That is the nature of fighting games.
It's interesting because it's like that's why so many people bounce off, right? Because
it's such a niche genre, right?
Yeah, like, that's not for them. Yeah, you have to be willing to lose a lot. All right, here we go. Wagboy gets round 1. And again, a lot of it is just back and forth, and you can really feel a lot of scramble happening. Because again, Denis is extremely aggressive here. He's trying to just force that game plan of getting that heat activation and going for that strong pressure, especially by the wall. Wagboy is trying desperately in most of these situations to fight out. Oh my god, guard break once again. A little too far away to get to the wall. Wagboy now has heat active, has rage available. Can he start fighting back? And look at how much life he's getting back just from chip damage as well.
Oh, beautiful. Look at this combo right here. Taking him to the other side, possibly. No. This is a new stage, right?
Rage.
If I'm mistaken. I've not seen this stage before.
Yeah, no, this stage was added with Lidia.
All right. It's a nice stage. I like it. Good old Rager. Let's go, baby. Shout out to Pikah. Did he enter today?
Yes, he did. He's currently waiting in round 4.
Last time I saw him, he was playing Yoshi, so...
Yeah, no, Pikah's on Yoshi most of the time. He has Nina as well.
All right. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, give me my Nina. I want to see some Nina.
He was playing Heihachi a couple weeks ago, so we'll see.
All right, all right.
Okay,
Told me a little bit about the game as well,
into the
so
Stonehead. Nice. Oh my god, the sit down somehow avoided the low. Oh, okay, never mind. Wagboy clips him there. For a second, I thought Denis was seeing the Matrix. I could not believe that sit-down stance somehow. So again, Ace is actually a new one for me personally. I'm familiar with Genius's Paul, but I haven't seen Ace play Eddy myself. Okay. So this is a fun one. But yeah, no, Eddy, you know, you talk about characters you don't see a ton of. Eddy's still definitely up there. I think Eddy's pretty strong right now, personally. I know some people might not necessarily feel that, but I think something you have to contend with is the fact that like a lot of people just don't have matchup familiarity for Eddy.
And that's what happens, especially when you play like, obscure characters or characters that are not so familiar. I think of Dawwed, for example, in Street Fighter 6. Characters like that, we don't see him often. The problem becomes the matchup because you're not familiar with certain nuances of the character.
Nice conversion here from Ace. Beautiful. All right, has a wind stock as well. Chip him out with the low into the handstand. Pushes him to the wall. Nice roll there from Genius, getting himself away from the wall. And now, I like that from Ace, sidestepping right just to position Genius back to the wall once again. A lot of lateral movement being implemented. You'll love to see it.
Oh, response right there. Good. Oh, what a lovely low there into that big kick.
Yeah, no. Genius tried for his own sidestep option, but that sweep followed him through with the homing. All right.
An opportunity, taking to the wall. No, not quite.
Nice duck there from Ace.
Gorgeous little combo here, getting extra damage in. All the odd touches matter. Heat.
Yeah, no. Oh, nice. All right, Genius clipped him there off the backsway. And now Genius has Rage available and Heat still as well. All right, pop Heat now, just trying to keep Ace under pressure. Doesn't let him use the Heat Smash and gets him with that low as well. Genius gets around back on the board.
Very nice stuff right there. Beautiful here. Good start from Ace though. Taking it right to the wall. Get the wall flat. Yeah, it's a combo. Incoming. Oh, gorgeous. He's got half his vitality gone just like that. He's getting all his odd touches. Look at that.
Yeah, and then that flip over Oki from Ace as well. Very solid option. Again, whenever you can flip someone face down at the wall, it's very, very strong because their get-up options get a lot worse.
Yeah.
Nice! Ducks the power crush there, does Genius. Gonna get a lot of damage on the board here now. All right, interesting.
Gorgeous
he didn't opt for the charge back 1-2 there. Back 2-1 rather.
No, but he's getting a few touches here. Look at this. This is an opportunity now. Oh, the Rage Art.
Yeah, panic Rage Art there from Genius. Just got a little bit antsy. I like that from Ace. Didn't need to do that, but sometimes, you know what? Just make sure.
Absolutely.
Come to Brazil.
Or send a message, rather, you know.
All right.
Good start for Ace there.
Yeah, very, very strong showing there in game 1. Ace, he's him. We've got the Ace crew here in chat. I don't know what it is. For online events, I love seeing people get hype for their mates in like chat rooms. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I literally start chants for my mates.
Yeah,
like, it's what you gotta do, right? Like, you gotta be supportive. Absolutely, that's how you encourage your friends to improve and get better at the game.
Yeah, I think anyone who hasn't been to an offline event where there's been a large contingent of Irish players, you'll be well familiar with the fact that the Irish are big fans of screaming for their boys.
Yeah, of course. You know,
and it's never anything. It's never anything clever. We don't do chants. We just scream.
Yeah, shout out to Doyle.
Yeah, just genuinely, it's let's go X name. That's it. All right, big damage from Genius. A very quick round, dominant.
Oh, good low there. Look, another low. Yeah, absolutely. Gorgeous touches right here.
Right, down one, checks him on the floor. And again, Genius now pushing Ace back to the wall yet again. And a massive life lead, 2 rounds straight. Very dominant opening here from Genius. This could be a very quick way to tie up the set. Considering how much back and forth there was. Nice jab float there on the string. Solid awareness from Genius. And you see how much the spike scaling for the juggle actually affected the damage output as well. He didn't get a whole lot off of it, but here we go. Heat dash extension, gets himself to the wall. Backdashing now, needs to be careful not to put himself in the corner. Genius fighting out with the trooper roll.
Yep.
All right.
There's an opportunity here.
Nice.
Genius needs one more touch right now, but Ace is looking for a reverse. Good combo right here. Goes right into the Rage Art. Big damage.
And he still has heat available, and you notice how the heat has actually frozen. It's not continuing to count down while he's in the middle of his Rage Art. So he could still get a heat dash extension here somewhere as well.
Ooh,
defense. The defense. Ace was so patient there, but he got opened up by the mid at the end. I think he thought that Genius was finally going to commit to the low. But there we go. Genius gets a game right back and ties up the set. So we are going to go into a game 3.
Absolutely. Looking quite solid right there. Let's see how we continue. Good answer from Genius, actually. I think that was 3 solid rounds, right?
Yeah, no, just absolutely 3 clean rounds. Again, Ace almost brought that one back there round 3, but you know, Genius still looked very comfortable. I think considering how game 1 went as well, I'm surprised that was so one-sided in terms of going in Genius's favor. So I definitely expect Ace to change up the pace here a little bit, try and shut down this sudden momentum.
Let's see how it goes. It's a smaller stage as well in comparison to the last one.
Yeah, no, you just have this top end of the stage is just a regular old square stage, 4 walls. It does have a balcony break though there you see in the background going into the larger section of the hangar. Genius has his back to that hazard right now.
Oh, beautiful launch right there. Look at that. And that's going to go to the wall. Doesn't extend the combo though.
Yeah, so that was an interesting one. He didn't get a proper wall splat. It was very low. I think Ace opted to just stay in stance and go for Oki on the wake up, but didn't quite work out the way he wanted. It got the round regardless, but here we go. Genius fighting back now, looking to potentially tie it up once again. Heat burst active now. Doesn't go for the charge string once again. That's the second time he's opted not to finish that Oki tool. And what's it, because you see Pauls do that a lot because you can create sort of a mix in terms of when people want to stand up. But Genius has chosen not to do it at all and just go for quicker follow-ups, and that's been working out for him. Nice sidestep shoulder there, caught Ace in the back, and now pushing him to the wall once again.
Indeed, the heat comes out to play. Look at that.
Oh my god, whiff punish on the kip up with the Death Fist. Death Fist again. Sidestep option now from Ace, has heat active and rage available. Doesn't matter. Clipped with the down one, and now Genius looking at a potential set point here.
Absolutely. Been really solid, actually. Good reverse on Ace's kind of good start. Ace looking for an opportunity right now. Walls is coming his way. Beautiful little grab. Look at that extension on that. This is looking very convincing. Oh!
Okay, yeah, no, they went for the same time heat burst activation there, so they just traded clean. No one got the advantage.
Saying that. Yeah, suspend all of that. Great dart on Q as well. Could be
okay, heat smash or even a death fist there attempted from Genius. Ace's sidestep option though didn't hit him. It went completely around, and Genius takes advantage.
Does indeed.
2 games to 1 there in favor of Genius.
Right, please claim those codes. Let's see now who have we got. We got Lain and Aiko from the looks of it. A bit of Raven, as you mentioned earlier, we don't see much of, and a bit of Alisa. Alisa quite a scary one.
Yeah, no, so Alisa, again, I think a very strong character in this game. It seems like I feel like I don't really see her as often, except for when she's doing really, really well in tournament. And Lain is one of the people you're going to see doing that. Lain, a very strong Alisa player for quite a long time, including during T7. Aiko, of course, very strong Raven player as well. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. I don't know how this works on paper in terms of the characters dealing with each other. But again, a lot of this will come down to player familiarity as well. Nice sidestep from Lain, and gets the wall splat for the punish as well.
Oh, very nice. One more touch. Wow, gets an entry in though. Combo, let's go. Not quite the wall splat he was looking for. Oh dear, the toes, watch them.
Okay, knocks him down, gets the chainsaws active as well. Interesting, chose to put them away. Again, I don't know how that changes his advancing options. Alright, nice block on the power crush there. Good punish as well from Lain. Good duck from Aiko there on the string. Alright, Aiko now has to be very careful in his approach, or else that might happen. Lain gets around back.
Nice little touch.
Nice back turn power crush as well.
Oh,
sweep.
Wow. Again! God, do it one more
mix.
time. Do it one more time. One more time. I like when it happens like 4 or 5 times in a row. It's fun.
No, the launch punishable sweep 5 times in a row just because they're not going to expect you to do it again. Good duck there and solid punish from Aiko. And yeah, just pops the heat smash because that will get him the kill. All right, Aiko now, potential game point here for game 1. Solid mix up there, gets the mid and the heat engager as well. Lain now is in a bad position in the corner between 2 separate walls.
Oh, beautiful. This should be a Aiko rather.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets the, didn't even need to go to the balcony break. Perfect to close it out. Aiko with a very solid game 1.
Yeah, this stage in particular, I think sometimes it can be quite hard to get to the balcony break, if anything. That's good. It's a good stage.
It's an interesting one. So they implemented in this game, you have it with that wall, hard wall breaks where it requires 2 spiked hits.
Yes.
And then likewise, the first floor in the Descent into Unconscious stage, as well as a hard floor break, which similarly needs 2 hits, whereas normally they would only need 1 traditionally. The balcony break itself on that stage is just a regular 1 hit, but the initial wall to get outside does need 2 strong hits to move through. All right, here we go. We are on a boat here for game 2. I like this stage. It's nice.
Oh, what a launch. Go right in there.
Yeah, no, sometimes you just got to throw out the down forward 2, punch him in the jaw.
Just a little bit, right? Realign it. Beautiful touch. Getting something right now. And this reminds you of, like, you know, we talked about the square stage, right? It's very similar to the other one we saw earlier with the balcony. Oh, wow, what a touch.
Yeah, no, a very normal stage, as you were saying, very traditional, like size and shape. I think this one, I might be wrong. I think this might be slightly rectangular. I'm not sure if it's a clean square.
Okay.
But it's just a very normal stage, just 4 walls, decent size.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are, like if you were to go from, you know, this corner to the opposing corner, it actually does require quite a bit of wall carry, but wall to wall, like you know, evenly spaced is fairly reasonable. Nice stuff there. Generic low. Lane taking 2 rounds here now. This could be a quick game 2 here to tie up the set from Lane. He seems to be much more comfortable.
I'm liking a lot of back and forth between a lot of these players, right? Either start a 1-game lead and then reverse it, and then, you know, a lot of back and forth, lots of contesting as well in play. Good start. This is actually looking at Lane's game right here. Oh, miss on that combo right there.
Yeah, interesting there. Aiko whiffs the sweep. That is very punishable on whiff, but Lane didn't step in for it. Didn't matter in the end. Catches him with a power crush and a quick game 2 there. So Lane ties up the set 1-1. So this could go either way now. It'll be interesting to see what we random onto now for game 3 in terms of stage. Because again, in a lot of these situations, different players will favor different types of stage massively. I feel like different types of stage favor different characters as well.
Well, it's losers that can pick now, isn't it? Or am I mistaken?
No, it's all random.
Oh, random. That's it. That's right.
Yeah, no, that was correct in the previous game. You could, in the previous game, you were allowed to stage switch on a loss, but now it has to be randomized.
I kind of agree with that in a sense, actually. Like, you know, if it's random all the way through, no one gets there's no like kind of mind games with advantage play.
Yeah, no, I think there's different schools of thought on that, because, you know, I guess there'd be the argument that having that level of structure and control is kind of part of like the competitive aspect, but I don't know. I think me personally, I think I do like it being I like it being randomized, but you know, because if nothing else, it leads to variety.
Absolutely. Oh, nice little hatchet there. Oh wow. Straight up sidestep into that wall for that. Combo for days. Let's go, baby. Again, extension on that. Give one low. Oh, I tried it. Didn't quite get it.
Hellfire. There we go. Should get the round for Aiko. Solid whiff punish there with the heat smash. And again, this could go either way still. Again, both players have been playing very well. Aiko opts not to choose the teleport there at the end of that string. Nice there from the back turn. Manages to avoid that advancing option. Launch punishes Lane for it as well. Has heat active now and the wall. This is excellent positioning for Aiko.
Absolutely. Looking for an opportunity to get in his lane. Nice low again, but gets caught on that. That should actually be the round right there for Aiko.
No, the side walls save lives. Rage active now for Lane. Could quickly gain back a lot of this grey health with the chainsaw pressure as well.
He absolutely is. Look like he's tying the health up. Here, one more touch from me. The player will do it. Good. Snake step there.
And interesting, you saw Lane try to go for the same round ender as he did at the end of the previous set. Aiko had it scouted though. Goes 2 rounds up. Nice whiff punish there again. Doesn't go for the conversion though. Heat burst just to try and stay in the plus.
Oh, tricky.
Whiff there. All right, Lane picks him up.
Oh,
fakes him out with the low. Big opener here. Yeah, pop the heat, get the extension on the combo. Yeah, chooses not to spend the heat dash. Running shoulder.
Spicy.
Nice block on the sweep. Beautiful punish there from Lane now, pushing Aiko back to the wall. Lane trying his best to fight his way back into this. Solid launch punish now from Aiko. Okay, the mix now just stayed in full crouch, caught him with the sweep on his way up. Heat smash and catches him with the mid. Very solid stuff from Aiko. Closes out game 3. takes the set 2-1. Beautiful stuff from both players there, but Aiko just clutching it out there in the end. Again, Matt's $25 that goes to the prize pool, completely free, before any sort of direct contributions. So it takes 10 seconds, guys. Go ahead and do that if you haven't already.
Please do, guys. Yeah, this will be my last game here, guys. Unfortunately, I have to go. But I'll commentate his last one with Nibs, and then Nibs all by himself again.
All by my lonesome, but here we go. Pythagorizz versus Lalo, and my Pythagorizz on the Jiren Feng.
That's crazy, you know. I thought customs weren't allowed, actually. Don't say that.
I think the running rule of thumb for a set and reset has been as long as it's not like overbearing, it's fine.
Yeah. That's fair enough. You're telling me Jiren's not overbearing?
No.
Jiren losing to humans is crazy, it's true. Good, where's Doyla? I know he'd be happy to see Jiren.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's come up with conversation twice today, but you know, nice. Oh, he missed his opportunity, but goes for the heat.
No, Riz there tried to go for the spring kick, got spiked with the heat burst activation from Lalo. And Lalo now 2 rounds straight here. Unfortunately, we're gonna have another team kill here between countrymen. This is twice today. It happened with Copito and Tibetano earlier. There's some sort of conspiracy going on with the bracket runners, I believe.
There might well be. Shout out to Gio and all the other admins there, causing some trouble behind the scenes. Oh, nice. I like that confidence. Into the wall, yes. What's the wall combo going to be? Yes, big chunk of health like that.
Beautiful. Staggered the pressure there, got the wall. Staggered, didn't get any follow-up, did Riz, and now Lalo getting to fight out. All right, heat activated right back. Lalo trying to push in here, spends the heat dash right back. We're going back to the middle of the stage. Nice sweep, catches Riz there out of that option. Believe this should be the end of the round. Doesn't even need the guns.
That was nice. Very nice from Lalo. I love a bit of Nina. She's so fun.
Yeah, no, Nina's very, very cool. Very strong as well. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about the character recently. I know you were saying you haven't really been keeping up too much.
Yeah.
I think, you know, it's pretty widely accepted at the moment that Nina is one of the stronger characters in the game. But I think something that's kind of interesting is that it's one of those cases of the character is, you know, potentially the best if you're really, really good.
Right.
It's like there's an execution barrier involved in Nina being like as good as she can be. But even at a basic level, she's incredibly strong.
Yeah, even with like the Heihachi steps. I mean, when I saw Pikah play in particular, where he uses the Heihachi steps are really effective.
Yeah, Pikah, Jod. I think Jod, I hold Jod in very high regard for that purpose. But here we go. Pythagorizz making the switch to King on the Majima outfit as well.
Another cross chop there. All nice little launch. It's going to be lots of room to work with. Wow, goes the fly in for that. Good grab. Oh. Go on. Oh, the low and into the face. Down forward 1, I believe that was.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, you know, my comparison for that is always Viper. You know, it's the theoretical top tier.
Nice, good 1-2s.
Yeah, you saw the duck there from Pythagorizz. Nothing quite got thrown out. All right, sidestep from Lalo, manages to avoid the throw. Again, throws, generally speaking, across the board got a huge tracking nerf as well. So, unfortunate there if you're Pythagorizz. All right, gets the counter hit sweep. Nice break on the ground throw. Lalo's so aware there, ready for that option.
Absolutely. Lalo's just looking very, very in control, very in charge of this set right now. Look at this. Pythagorizz got something to say though about it. The heat active. Alright, let's go. One more touch, power bomb. Oh, the low. That was almost it. One more touch and he gets it. Lalo. Very convincing.
Yeah, no, strong stuff there from Lalo. A clean 2-0. All right. Thanks, Ruzu. Peace out, man. All right, here we go, guys. It looks like we have our game up on ready to go already. So Kuroten on the Heihachi versus Pikah on the Yoshimitsu. So Yoshi, what we were expecting from Pikah, of course, it is his main. It is probably, it's his best character at the moment. Again, has a very strong Nina as well. But Yoshi, I think, is just where he's most comfortable. Someone get that Lonely So Lonely song lined up. It's okay, Christina. You know, when you're the GOAT, you don't need company. It's all good. Nice. Spends the heat. Converts off of it as well. Gets a little bit of health back from the flash as well. Something that's interesting about Yoshimitsu is that he is one of the few characters who's able to heal above Grey Life. Nice, though. Kuroten keeping it on lock there for round 1. Pikah had a solid opening, but it was a large deficit to try and fight back through. All right. Many electrics. Beautiful conversion here from Kuroten. A nice conversion. Pikah now, again, getting a little bit of health back. Spends the heat to try and extend the combo further. Oh, whiffs the sword sweep, and Kuroten now fighting back. Spends the heat. Heat spent right back from Pikah. They both whiffed each other with a high and low crushing move at the same time. Nice block on the sweep. Kuroten now 2 rounds straight, potentially taking the first game here for an early lead over Pikah. Back 4 there. Such a solid tool for Heihachi. Brand new counter hit launcher in his kit. Of course, it is very dangerous if you manage to make him whiff, which something like Yoshimitsu back 3 or back 4, very capable of doing. Nice back step here from Kuroten, just trying to create some space. Goes for the up forward 3-4, and there we go. Big damage now. Pikah has been pushed into rage health, so Rage Art is on deck. Nice interrupt, though, from Kuroten. Stays alive there. Solid game 1, 3 rounds straight. It'll be interesting to see now what the adaptation is from Pikah. I'm not sure how much he's played of the specific matchup. I'd imagine just because of the level he's playing at in ranked and the people he would be sparring with to prepare for tournament, he's probably very familiar with Heihachi already. But again, still relatively, in terms of this version of Heihachi, the Tekken 8 Heihachi, still very new, still a lot to get used to, some changes certainly from his previous iteration. All right, we are on to the Elegant Palace. So, nice rectangular setup here. Maybe it's a square, I'm not sure. But a hard wall break is available, so 2 strong hits onto the wall will break it through, and then there's a balcony break after that once again. So, hazards available, not super important though. Nice back 1-2. Beautiful, gets the throw there. Nice. Okay, big duck there from Kuroten. I was going to say solid whiff punish from Pikah, but he actually didn't. Kuroten was ready for the follow-up as well. All right, counter hit sweep. Pikah now trying to just close this out. Nice, catches him with the mid. Wall splat, gets the ender as well. Yoshi in this outfit gives me Discworld Death vibes. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Kind of reminds me of him. Do you ever see the movie for Terry Pratchett's Hogfather? Reminds me of death in that. Obviously purple instead of normal black and white, but still same vibe. Nice conversion for Pikah. 2 rounds straight now. trying to make it a reverse of game 1. Nice sidestep left into the electric for the whiff punish from Kuroten, pushing Pikah all the way to the wall here. All right, Pikah fighting out slowly. And I like that as well. Pikah fought his way out of the wall by just walking forward. Step forward, block. Sometimes that's enough, just for fear of you mashing up. Nice block on the down back 2. Gets the full punish now as well. All right, gets to the balcony break. Didn't manage to do it without spending the tailspin first, which is unfortunate. But still might get to the wall here. Yes, he does. Beautiful conversion from Pikah. Drops the wall ender, but got a lot of damage. Spends the heat now. Cancels out the helicopter stance. Nice spin! Okay, break on the rainbow drop though from Kuroten. Solid awareness. Whiff punish there with the while standing 4. And yeah, Pikah doesn't have the time to get the damage here. Kuroten just stayed on the ground because he knew that. Nice flash to interrupt. Didn't get the follow-up though. Charge back fist, and he catches the spin as well. Beautiful call out from Kuroten. Hey. All right. Spring kick there from Pikah, and he gets the sword sweep as well. You saw the little sidestep right there to realign, make sure this combo connected properly. Gets the flash. Will he carry? He carries all the way to the wall. Doesn't get the splat though. Spins out. Heat smash spent. And the low from the helicopter. Very nice stuff from Pikah there. Kuroten did manage to get around onto the board, but either way, Pikah still takes game 2 and ties up the set. So we're getting a game 3 here for a qualifying spot in top 8. Pikah cheering, or sorry, Groovebox rather, cheering for Pikah. Yo, holy, huge raid from Kayane. Kayane, thank you very much for the big raid. Welcome everyone from Kayane's stream. If you haven't watched Set and Reset before, Reversal runs this every week on Tuesdays for Tekken 8. There's also events for Street Fighter on Thursdays, Guilty Gear on Fridays. We'll show you the graphic later on. But be sure to check out the Reversal GG Twitter and the Discord for updates on events being run throughout the week. But here we go. Game 3 between Kuroten and Pikah. Your English is so bad? That is no problem, my friend. Welcome in. Thank you for hanging out. And thank you once again, Kayane, for the raid, supporting the event. Everyone who just joined in, please, if you could, be sure to check out the Matcherino link. We have double codes this week. There is up to 100 codes available. There are 2 claim code buttons. Be sure to go ahead and claim both buttons. You have the option to use both. Thank you for the shout out to Kayane as well, follower if you haven't already, guys. Very solid Tekken streamer. All right, there we go. Round 1 rather to Kuroten here in game 3. All right, just trading blows here, and Pikah finally catches him, got the heat engager, messed up the conversion though, managed to hit him a little bit with that grounded spin, but doesn't quite work out. Kuroten now, if he can close out this round, not quite, chips him with the low though. 2 rounds straight now, and Kuroten potential set point here to qualify for top 8 on the winner's slot. All right, Pikah playing a bit tentative now. Nice, just eats the electric anyway. I like that from Kuroten. Whiffs an electric and then just does it again. Sometimes people will just walk into it for you. Nice spin there from Pikah, but again, wasn't fast enough to get a punish. Kuroten has just been so ready for all of these defensive options. While standing 4 into the headbutt. All right, Kuroten gets a little bit of health back there from that option. Oh, big whiff there on the forward two, and solid punish there from Pikah as well. That would be punishable on block as well. It's actually significantly more minus than it was in 7. Nice. Okay, once again, Kuroten just has mind-reading timing on these electrics. Pikah has walked into so many of them, just getting ready to walk forward and press jab. All right, Kuroten spends the heat, tries to push Pikah back towards the wall. Beautiful stuff now. Pikah tying up the rounds here. We are going into a final round here in our game 3. This is to qualify for top 8 on the winner's side. Beautiful whiff punish there from Kuroten. Alright, big damage now. Instinct active. This is a very dangerous position if you're Pikah. Big life deficit. Trying to fight out. He has rage available, but again, Kuroten has access to so much damage. Okay, there we go. Kuroten closes it out, guys. A very tense set there. Goes down to the very final round. Kuroten, British and Irish time. But here we go. We have another qualifying match already up for you. Aiko versus, again, Steam Tag Yalmo. There we go. All right. So it's always the Steam tags throwing me off. So Yalmo on the Leroy, Aiko on the Raven. All right, beautiful launch there from Aiko. Gets the first clean opener of the match. Nice, okay. Aiko, I like that as well. Had a massive life lead there. Wasn't overly aggressive, though, with the pressure there at the wall. Didn't get greedy, didn't open himself up for unnecessary hits. Okay, and regardless, Yalmo fights his way back in there and takes round 1. Very impressive turnaround there from Yalmo. Nice slide pick up there from Aiko now. Looking to fight his way back in. Wasn't happy with how he lost that initial round despite the massive opening life lead. Similar situation now, has a big life lead at the wall. Parry from Yalmo. That's an option you have to be so respectful of if you are playing against Leroy. All right, beautiful stuff there. 1 round apiece. A solid back and forth going so far. Gets the counter hit launcher there, does Yalmo. All right, carrying almost all the way to the wall. Didn't quite get the splat, though. Heat burst now to keep Aiko off. Aiko went for the spin, but Yalmo went for a low crushing option. Guard break there as well. And there we go. Not a guard break, rather, but armor break. All right, 2 rounds to 1 in favor of Yalmo. Gets that counter hit and the conversion into the heat engager as well. Big pressure potentially now. All right, Aiko's back almost completely to the wall. Nice step around, just as I'm saying that. Steps out, gets the launcher. Yalmo now backed into the corner. All right, beautiful stuff here. Aiko has heat available. Yalmo trying to keep him pressured, not letting him get in. Aiko does manage to spend it. Heat dash conversion and the forward 3 loop as well. Almost got to the wall. And once again, beautiful counter hit follow-up from Yalmo. Gets the throw. Nice block on the sweep and the wild standing punish as well. I like that. Spend the rage art. Keep it simple. Beautiful stuff. Welcome to Jacoby joining me on comms.
Hi, Nerves. How are you doing, my friend? I've been watching the tournament.
Doing well.
It's been absolutely amazing so far. I've been loving the Tekken, and man, this game has been a mad one so far. I'll say that much.
Yeah, absolutely. It's again a lot of back and forth. We've seen a lot of this today. There's been a lot of situations we've got where people will have extremely strong opening rounds and the game looks entirely one-sided, and then that's just not what it ends up being in the long run at all. So very solid stuff there from both players. And again, I'm very curious to see how what changes are made here going into game 2. Obviously, you know, this being a French run event, a lot of French people have just joined in as well from the Kayane raid as well. So I'm sure there's a lot of hometown pride here at stake on Aiko's back.
Yeah, and I mean, there'll be a lot of hometown pride next year as well for France, with 3 massive tournaments in the mix-up UFA and Evo France as well, so good getting those practice in against some French players, because you know they'll be showing out next year for TWT.
Absolutely. And again, you know, just on that point, talking about TWT, we see there, of course, Aiko currently a free agent, not currently sponsored. You know, maybe someone can do something about that. Who knows?
Yeah. But this Raven going to extend the combo. It's all going to be grey health though, so it can all be healed back.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, Yalmo has already activated his heat, so he won't be able to get it back from a pure heat engager, but look at how quickly it comes back. I think especially characters like Leroy, because he has so many strings that involve quick multi-hit moves, that actually makes you so much more efficient at healing Grey Life.
Yeah, I was about to say about the multi-hit moves that just took the thought right out of my head. It's just going to heal up that Grey Life bar so much. And it's so important to get that Grey Life back to stay alive in Tekken 8 generally, because it's such an oppressive game, so many plus frames, so many knowledge checks you have to deal with. And if you don't get that Grey health back, you're going to find yourself losing in about 10-12 seconds in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's something to be said for that. This is something that I think people were talking about kind of really early on into this game, the first kind of week or two, is there's a lot of situations as the attacker where you can't be as relaxed as you could be in the previous game, because someone might be, you know, one tap from death, and then even if you block a couple pokes, they are no longer one tap from death. You know, you can't just sit on your laurels, you have to press the issue.
Yes, absolutely, and now Aiko was in one of the best situations in Tekken, up against that wall there, but Yalmo fighting their way out perfect.
Yeah, and this is something we saw a lot in Game 1, where Aiko had 2 strong openers in round 1 and 2, and he had a massive life lead and put Yalmo to the wall, but then gave Yalmo the opportunity to fight out. He manages to stay alive there, though, doesn't let a repeat of that situation happen.
Yes.
Trying to get a round back on the board. Yalmo on potential set point here now to qualify for top 8.
Yes, and I have to say, Yalmo's whiff punishing and forcing these whiffs has been absolutely brilliant. These side steps have been absolutely immaculate and have been avoiding quite a lot of Aiko's pressure.
All right, there we go. Gets the pickup off the knockdown. Nice stuff here. The sidewall, though, extending that combo 3 times. Beautiful stuff if your name is Yalmo. Sweep there from Aiko doesn't let a perfect happen. Bit of Grey Life to be gained back here now. Whiff, though, and as you said, like that, Yalmo, again, baiting situations, forcing those whiffs, and ready for them as well. Such a conscious sidestep left there, and beautiful stuff. Yalmo qualifies for top 8.
Is one of my favorite events. That ladder format is just so...
Oh, it's so sick. It's so sick.
It's so, like, it's unlike anything else in online play at this point, so... Come to the Discord, check it out. There's loads of cool people, loads of cool games happening, but right now we have a cool set happening right now in this one. The Heihachi getting brought out as well.
Yeah, everyone hyping out about the Heihachi. Everyone loves the old man. A bit of slowdown here at the start of this match, but we will catch up with this very quickly. Lalo, of course, on the Nina, had a very solid showing earlier. Tibetano, though, currently, you know, as far as the EU goes, a bit of a legend of the game.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, T-Bay has been showing out all sorts of online brackets as well, not just this, multi-EU, and has been showing up offline as well in TWT. And it's going to be a hard fight for anyone against him. Lalo, let's see if you're up to the challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, again, as someone pointed out in the chat, absolute tune. Big shout out to everybody who loves the yodeling theme and uses it on this stage. If you don't like this theme, you hate fun.
True, I agree. And I myself have yodeling and Meadow Hills on this stage for sure. He activated there.
Yeah, and this is an interesting one. This is a talking point we had earlier, is how I think over time the meta has certainly shifted in Tekken 8 to a very aggressive early pop of heat, particularly to force either a combo extension or pressure at the wall. But you do still see situations where people use it defensively, like Lalo did there, to try and interrupt the button. And that can be a solid way to use it as well. The only issue there is that if that's how you're opting to do it, then you're spending it quite early. You're not doing it off a clean opening. So you do leave yourself open to potentially losing that resource without getting to use it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Heat Burst is one of the best defensive options in the game, along with Dick Jab, in my opinion. But like you said, utilizing it at the start of the round is so good because, as you can see here, that heat timer is not going down even while Lalo is getting combo. So you can actually utilize the heat for a lot longer than you think you can. Just by utilizing it at the start of the round, you can actually extend it to maybe about 15 seconds if you're, you know, comboing off and comboing off again. So.
And yeah, no, that is a very important point that someone has brought up in chat as well. Of course, for those of you who aren't aware, Heihachi's Warrior Instinct mechanic, to level that up, it does require heat activation. So every round where Heihachi doesn't activate heat is a potentially wasted opportunity to level that up. And you will see that more so than even other characters. Heihachis who are losing, who actually don't think they can make a comeback, they will still just do a heat activation at the end of their life bar to make sure that they gain that mechanic. And that is very, very important for him to get access to his potential damage.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to activate Warrior Instinct as soon as possible. You can get it within the first 3 rounds. And if you're not going to use it, you're going to lose it. There's no point to not activating heat as Heihachi every single round. Just do it. Even if you're going to lose, you might as well get a stock of Warrior Instinct. But here we go. Gonna get the Hell Sweep blocked, and that's gonna be a good launch punish from Lalo.
Nice, okay. Spring kick there interrupts the follow-up pressure attempt from Lalo. And you see now Tibetano very aggressively there poking at Lalo, trying to run out that heat timer. Just as you said earlier, while you're comboing someone, your heat timer freezes. The entire time that someone is blocking, their heat is running down.
Absolutely. And now just going to be playing around this neutral game a little bit. Tibetano gonna get the strings going, gonna get the delayed offense going. I love it, but Lalo jabbing out and just staying alive there.
Yeah, no, solid stuff there from Tibetano. Gets that first round onto the board. And again, Lalo, I think, had a better showing there in that initial round than perhaps they got the opportunity to in game one. Nice counter hit there on the down back two from Tibetano. Lalo, though, gets the heat active. Tibetano doing it again as a defensive tool in response. And this is something that I think, you know, someone pointed out to me in early tournaments for this game was 9 times out of 10, you want to activate heat as soon as you can in response to someone else doing it, because you don't want to fight them without access to your own tools. You know, you don't want to fight a super powered character, you know, with your normal kit.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to make the game as even as possible, and if you don't heat activate back when your opponent has heat, you're in a disadvantageous situation, right? But if you can survive that storm, then you're in a great situation, because the threat of heat is just there now for the entire rest of the round.
All right, heat smash connects there for Tibetano. Both players have access to rage right now. 1-1-2 there, good hit confirmed.
Lalo's gonna connect.
Okay, yeah, Lalo. For a second, I thought Lalo was entering a jumping move, but not quite. Tibetano closes that out 2-0. A very clean set there and admittedly seeing those increased code counts as well.
Okay,
So here we go. Brahim on the left as the Bryan versus Wagboy on the right. We do have a stage hazard in play here as well. Of course, we have an explosive wall. So similar to the arena stage, but only the one.
Yeah, we do have the wall blast there. As you can see, the extinguishers, I think they are, on the side wall there. A little bit of slowdown, but we'll be getting right into it in round number 1.
All right. All right, that quarter circle back one, such a powerful tool that was added to Bryan's kit for this game. Again, it can be used from so far away, and it's effectively, it's applied in a similar fashion to an electric as far as a block pressure tool goes.
Pretty much. Now, Wagboy, with, as we all know, Hwoarang's amazing juggle tools can send you from one side of this stage to the other. The wall carry is absolutely insane on this character.
Yeah, no, it's very, very strong indeed. Brahim, though, again, a very strong Bryan player. Bryan, an interesting one. I think there's, you know, a bit of debate about quite where he stands, but again, has access to a lot of powerful tools, very strong damage output if you've got the execution. And here we go. Boom. That new snake.
Yeah, I was about to say the snake eyes. We thought of the same thing, Nips. There you go.
The Snake Eyes mechanic, you see that little fire icon underneath his health bar, folks. Whenever that's lit up, he has access to empowered versions of several tools, including an empowered version of his Mach Punch that has a built-in Sabaki.
Yes. It's absolutely crazy. And as Spag says, keep it simple.
Spend your Rage Art.
Yep. Absolutely.
Bang. Oh, he's not dead.
Oh, not dead. But it removes all the grey health that Wagboy healed up earlier. So that's also very good.
And that's one of those situations as well where spending Rage Art, if for no other reason than to clear grey life, is always a good idea because it means that people can't get that recoverable health back, and they do have to play afraid. They have to play as a one-touch situation.
Yes, absolutely. And we recently discovered, obviously, the damage numbers for Rage Art, which is 85, I think it is. And we know that Rage Art also does a minimum amount. So you know, wherever you're going to place it in the combo, it's going to kill if you're going to use it at a certain life.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think it was a similar situation in the previous game as well. There is minimum scaling that Rage Arts can't go below. But of course, there is also the fact that the lower your health is, the more damage the Rage Art does, scaled up from its base damage as well. So it's a really interesting tool, you know, if you're applying it effectively. It's very much something I think people go for their normal combos out of habit. They forget that they have it. They forget that Rage Art exists.
Yeah, absolutely. But the Heat Burst out of the corner, I love this option. And that is going to be a great fight out of there, using the Heat move as well to get out. And look at the carry, almost at the other end of the stage, and still has Heat to spend.
All right, good break there from Brahim. Very important not to take that throw. And look at all this grey life Brahim will have available to heal back now as well. Carries to the wall. Beautiful conversion. And just like that, almost all of that grey life is back. Wagboy now on the back foot.
Yeah, absolutely. The Wall Blast was spent there, so it couldn't remove you from more grey life, but that's going to be it. Yeah,
ducks the throw, gets him with the while standing one. And here we go, even on rounds in game one. Both of them want to vie for that early lead. This is a qualifying game for top 8.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I think Dick Jab is probably the best defensive option in the game. It can get you out of so many situations. It can steal your turn back. It's a duck, obviously, and it's just so useful in almost every defensive situation you want it to be useful in.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, right? You have to be careful with that as well, because Dick Jab, of course, is low parryable. It's a special mid. And you know, it's not something, it's very predictable as well. It's linear, it can be sidestepped, but again, against string characters, especially Hwoarang, Dick Jab is actually an incredibly important tool to try and interrupt a lot of his transitions. But either way, Wagboy takes game one there, a solid turnaround in that final round. So he has this early lead now, and the ball is in his court now as far as this top 8 qualification goes. So let's see if Brahim can turn it around.
Yeah, absolutely. And now we're on my second favorite stage in the game here. My first one being Celebration of the Scene.
All right, there we go. We had the speed up there, but we're caught up now. Heat activation here for Brahim at the wall, and he still has it available.
Oh,
Panic Rage Art from Wagboy, and yeah, there we go. Clean jet upper there from Brahim on the punish.
I will say, Wagboy, in my experience of knowing them for a long time in my Tekken career now, does like going for Wake Up Rage Art and does like going for Rage Art reads quite a lot of the time. And you can see there, it just hasn't worked out this time, whereas in game 1, it actually did. Waiting for the low there to come out, but didn't go for it.
Absolutely. Nice there from Wagboy. Clutches it out. All right, 1 round apiece now in game 2.
Yeah, okay, going for the Power Crush. I know that Power Crush is so good as well. It is a tracking Power Crush. So,
yeah, which is
crazy.
not a tool many people have access to. Perhaps, I think, maybe Alisa's?
Yes. I think you're correct.
All right, while standing 3 floats Wagboy out of the air, so this will be heavily scaled damage, but still very respectable and a lot of wall carry as well.
And it's going to be the Heat Burst +1 on block there. Good duck, can't get anything out of it though. No Oki there, going to get the spring kick on the get up.
Gear, thank you very much for the raid, man. Unfortunate 13th. Hey, always about steady improvement, my man. You're getting closer and closer to that top 8 every time.
Yep, and that's going to be Brahim taking round number 3. Okay, just poking away at it. And again, the Heat Burst. I'm liking the timing delay from Wagboy and some of the attacks now. Not committing to the full string, just delaying for a second and then attacking again to try and mix up Brahim's blocking timing, excuse me.
Yeah, nice little whiff punish there from Brahim with the jet upper as well. Sidewall gave him an extra combo extension. There we go, taunt back 4 into the Mach Punch conversion as well. Look at this damage. And that whole string, you just have to hold that when he has
you do. But the throw goes unbroken, and Wagboy is going to even it up to a final round.
Yeah, that whole string he gets in Snake Eyes, that's all real on block, and it's safe. It's nuts.
It's absolutely crazy, Ooh, there's the Heat Dash combo. Can't get too much, but has put Wagboy at the wall, and the lows kind of come out, and Brahim evening up the set.
Yeah, and that's where Bryan gets so scary near that wall, because he has access to such powerful lows in terms of Hatchet Kick. Even his generic down 4, very, very powerful tool. But then, you know, the fear has to constantly be in your mind of getting checked with, you know, staggered down forward 1s or the back 4. If you duck for a frame too long and he back 4s you, you are dead. You are going to die.
And now we're on Yakushima. We've seen the stage before today quite a few times, and again, the biggest stage has changed the flow of some of these sets, I will say.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is kind of, it's an interesting one still. This comes up a lot, right? Yakushima and Coliseum of Fate and the lower area of Descent into Subconscious. 3 of the biggest stages in the game. None of them are infinites. But considering how much wall carry is required to get to those walls and how much health you would have to survive it, you don't typically see the walls come into play here. So it gives people a lot more room to move around, and it does sort of lend itself to a more defensive playstyle.
Yes. And this is the interesting part of why we don't have counter picks on stage in Tekken 8, because I'm sure some people, especially some maybe older Tekken 7 players, would be utilizing stages like Yakushima and Coliseum if we did have those counter picks.
Yeah, absolutely. That was something that was being discussed previously when we had Ruzu filling in here as well, is that, you know, I think, you know, people feel differently about the stage pick rules. Personally, I prefer the randomization just because, one, it allows more variety for the actual what's being seen in gameplay. But it also means that, you know, as you said, people can't, I guess, manipulate that aspect of it. They have to just be solid on everything.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's another reason why I like it, Nibs, and I'm sure this is a reason why Wagboy likes it. He can combo all the way without any wall interruptions.
Wagboy prefers comboing on open stage, does he?
Well, Wagboy can carry pretty far, so Wagboy does like bigger stages. I'm pretty sure I've seen him do the carry on Coliseum from round start to almost at the wall. It's absolutely crazy. But again, the throw goes unbroken.
Yeah, that's a consistent thing that has been happening here. Brahim needs to be aware of that because that could cost him if Wagboy manages to make another round back here.
Oh, for sure.
Brahim had the set in the bag there potentially.
Yeah, and the lows coming out now. Still a heat to be activated from Wagboy. The heat dash gonna get the plus flames, but Wagboy fighting their way out pretty effectively here, and now still has heat to spend.
You saw there was a big sidestep right from Brahim, but he didn't go for a launcher, instead opting for a small punish despite having the opening. And there we go, round back for Wagboy, and now this is anyone's game. And all of this came from that throw not being broken yet again.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, great step there.
If I'm Wagboy, I'm fishing for that.
Yeah. And now as well, the low checks and the launch, that's going to convert.
Counter
and
hit,
still has heat dash too.
And there it is. Speak of the devil. Yeah, spikes him for the ground. Oh, Brahim ducked, but he stood up too early. Either way, he gets given life there. Another while standing one opportunity. All right, activates heat. Has rage available as well.
And snake eyes too.
And that's it, rage art.
Yep.
Okay, doesn't even need to. Yeah, he just spends the up forward 3 there. Up forward 3 is 4? I can't remember, but either way, gets the kill.
All of what Heihachi does yet. But we're going to go into it right now with Leroy versus the Heihachi on Fallen Destiny. And, yeah,
a fairly even stage either way. Just, a bit long, but otherwise nothing too crazy about it. Fairly standard wall layout. It does have the unique thing of that kind of curved corner wall situation.
Yes.
And that can be very relevant. You can get some sidewall situations where you normally wouldn't with ones that have just regular sharp corners.
Yeah, you can get the weird kind of double wall splat on those kind of curved edges. And you can readjust the axis. So if you realign, you might be able to even get a third off of something like that.
Yeah, no, in some situations you can, certainly. All right, here we go. This round 1 very quickly went in favor of Kuroten there, and there was nothing crazy to that as well. It was just he got the first clean opening, and he just made it count. Everything went his way from there.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I have to mention about Tekken 8 is that snowball factor, right? You get your clean hit, and you get a knockdown, you get plus flames, you can 50-50 again, you get another knockdown, you get your plus flames, you can 50-50 again. And if you can output that kind of snowball, you'll find cleaning up Tekken 8 rounds relatively simple.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, very solid now. Kuroten now working on a solid life lead. Gives Yalamo a chance for a big opener, though. You saw Kuroten committed to 1-1-2 there. Didn't hit confirm it. Perhaps thought Yalamo was going to press, so committed to the final hit. Got himself punished as a result. And there we go now. Kuroten has some grey life left, but he currently is only really 1 hit from death. And there it is.
Yeah, and that was an interesting round because you don't normally see Tekken 8 rounds going down to 5 seconds or 10 seconds even, right? Tekken 8 rounds usually don't last that long.
No, timer rounds, I want to say, are far less common in this than, the previous game. Not that they don't happen, certainly. That does come down to players. It comes down to how well both people are defending. But look at all the chip damage Kuroten putting out there. You saw Yalamo there activates the heat without the heat first hit. He just wanted to make sure that he had access to that tool. Spends the heat, spends it there so that he tries to stay plus, but nice duck from Kuro.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, we have also claimed all of the codes on the Matcherino, so thank you so much for doing that. What an absolutely amazing achievement, and we've got the full amount now for the amazingly talented players in set.
Yo, shout out as well, sorry, in the middle of a game here, to NSTV Droppy for a $10 direct contribution as well, betting on Kuroten to win. So here we go, let's see if Kuroten can do him proud. Almost getting perfected here though. Yalamo, very solid round. So here we go, 2 rounds apiece in game 1. Let's see if Kuroten can keep Droppy happy.
Yes, absolutely. And now the low check coming out utilizing the cane on the last round. You'll see a lot of Leroys save that cane until a potential final round there, to try and maybe keep a tournament life alive or something like that. But well blocked from Kuroten, and is going to keep them in the game. Keep dash, going to get the plus flames. Good sidestep, 1-1-2.
Yeah, no, very simple punish there from Kuroten, but sometimes you just got to keep it simple. Nice parry as well. And look at how quickly he's closed that life gap. Nice dunk, and goes for the sweep. Didn't go for a launcher, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Blocked there on the second hit, a hell sweep. That is safe on the second hit.
Yes. And what I love
Sorry, it's minus
there,
10. You can, like, dick jab punish it, but it may as well be safe.
yeah. The thing that I loved about that from Kuroten was the patience to stay in full crouch for that full string. There's a lot of people there that would have ducked the first hit and tried to do something there, tried to output punish and got on hit for it.
Yeah.
The patience there from Kuroten was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, I think you get that not only with ducks, but with sidesteps as well. It's so easy to be overeager in pressing, extending your hurt box early and getting yourself punished by the thing that you were ready for. So very solid of him not to let that happen there. But yes, thank you once again, everybody, for claiming all of the Matcherino codes. That is all of the 100 codes claimed, which is absolutely phenomenal. That's $25 you've all helped to add completely free of charge. And then with the additional 15 between Droppy and Christina as well, we're currently at a nice crisp $40 here. So a lot to play for this week for the winner.
Yeah, for sure. You know, one of the bigger prize pools that you'll see in online play in general, I would say, right? But we are into game number 2, and you know what? I don't think Yalmo actually needs to adjust that much because they're playing pretty well. It's just, I think they're outputting some strings that Kuroten knows, and they need to take them out of the rotation so they don't get punished for it every time.
Yeah, no, it was a situation there. It came down to the wire. It was a final round scenario in game 1, and it really was just as simple as Yalmo committed to a few too many highs. That was it.
Yep. And so here we go into Arena now. No wall explosions on this version of it, but we're going to get the heat engager, and that is going to push Kuroten to the wall straight away.
Nice. You saw Kuroten tried to go for that knockdown punish off of the duck, but he was a little too slow with it. Got himself punished in return, and now has a massive life deficit.
Yes, and now the heat burst going to activate +1 there, but you know, Yalmo going to fight their way back. Kuroten in heat and rage. This is a very dangerous situation, but a great patience and great punish from Yalmo, but that rage art's going to connect.
Yeah, it will, and that additional hit he took will add to the damage of the rage art also.
Yeah, that counter hit is going to do a little bit extra.
Big,
Let's see what happens
one.
on knockdown.
Yeah, Yalmo himself is in rage now as well. Nice, the 1-1-2 at the hit confirmed there from Kuroten. That is so important to be ready to finish that string.
Okay, the electric's coming out. The amount of push block they do is absolutely crazy, right?
Oh, it's mad, yeah. Yeah, no, the knockback is very, very strong.
Okay, here we go now.
Nice there, flipping him with the low.
And again, they've fully side-switched now. The amount of sidesteps these two have been outputting, trying to sidestep to the opponent's weak side, meant that they ended up on the other side of the opponent there.
Beautiful.
And that's something that, you know, you'll see in Tekken 8 more often as sidesteps have been, you know, buffed, essentially, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Lateral movement has been improved greatly, and you know, the better your character's sidestep already, the better those improvements to the movement are for your game. Nice stuff from Yalmo here, working on a potential perfect, perhaps.
Okay.
No, not quite. Gets clipped out. Yeah, gets the hit there. Kuroten, though, up 2 rounds to 1 here. Potential set point.
Yep. There we go. One jab, a good low block there.
Nice whiff punish there from Kuroten.
Okay, coming back in now.
Yeah, and again, the empty heat activation from Yalmo, we've seen that from him a couple times. He's doing that at a certain distance just to have it active, to have the threat. Spends it there before the heat dash to keep himself plus. Kuroten's back is to the wall, and you see him quickly fighting out from the wall with the double up forward 3-4 there. It will beat lows, and it does have a significant amount of pushback.
Yeah, absolutely, but the electric is going to take the round and the set there for Kuroten. They are going to be moving forward in the winner's side.
Yeah, absolutely. Solid stuff there from Kuroten. Brahim in his own right as well, but again, I think traditionally, you know, you want to say in terms of sheer tournament experience and results, this certainly would be something you might put in Tibetano's favor, but Brahim, a very strong Bryan player, has been putting in mad work so far throughout Tekken 8. I think he's only getting better as time goes on, so a bit of a hill to climb.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously Tibet has, I think, a little bit of experience in the Bryan matchup, you know, and being able to play some of those top-level Bryans and TWT events as well has probably helped him out a little bit, whereas, again, like we said, Heihachi, new character, there's some time needed to adjust.
Yeah, and it's so interesting, right? Saying new character for, like, you know, a series mainstay, but, like, again, it's every game, it's always different, but especially this version now, it's probably the most unique Heihachi has been.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I experienced the same thing when Eddy released, right? It wasn't the Eddy I once knew. I had to learn a whole new playstyle, and to be honest, I'm still adjusting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of I think it's a fun aspect of 8 in particular, is how certain characters like do feel and play very different to previous iterations. I know in some cases people not fans of that, but I think if nothing else, it's made Heihachi extremely cool.
Yes. Okay,
all right.
Into the heat burst now. Just going to be jabbing away with the 1-1s. Again, not committing like some other Heihachis, and, you know, waiting for the confirm, right? Okay. The low. Jabs.
Okay, here we go. Heat burst activation coming out from Tibetano. Has the round lead at the moment. Gets the guard break and the 1-1-2 wall splat as well. Such a strong tool to have access to.
Oh, whiffs the low though,
nice.
And gets it there with the 7 goldens.
Yeah, no, again, having access to a guard break and a wall splatting 10 frame string is so powerful. That can't be overstated. And very solid stuff there from Tibetano getting it. And it's one of those interesting ones, of course, whenever someone has access to, you know, a high guard break, the temptation is always to duck, right? But
yes.
At the same time, you know, you have to be aware that, you know, these people have access to powerful mids out of these situations as well. And certainly Heihachi in that scenario does. So it's not as simple as, you know, one being the correct answer. You have to make a call. Sometimes you just have to make the read and commit to an option. I'm not sure how what the frame situation is for that guard break. I don't know if it's reactable or not.
I'm not sure. I think generally, obviously, if you're doing something like 1-1-2 at the wall and you get the wall splat, it's going to be a tough situation to react to either way. You know, even if it is reactable.
Oh, I'm referring to the stance option beforehand, but here we go.
Okay.
Gets the flip on the wall. Brahim, this looking like his round. Yes, it is. Gets the heat dash extension. Solid stuff. And again, like that, gets the first round on the board, not letting that first game deter him at all.
Yes, absolutely. And that's one thing you gotta, you know, I've realized you need to work more on in Tekken 8 is not letting stuff deter you. Because there are rounds where the opponent just completely stomps you, and I like that one right there. And
yeah.
I think sometimes you just have to say, okay, that was a Tekken 8 round, we move on.
Yeah, absolutely. And you notice there again, super key thing here, of course, is the fact that Brahim got the perfect there. Brahim got that straight up from the start of the round, so Tibetano missed a potential heat activation. Yeah. There we go, Fisherman Buster.
Yes. And that's going to be the spike down with the heat burst at the wall. Good side roll out. And now Brahim is at the wall. Ooh. Very close there. 1-1-2.
Yeah, 1-1-2.
That flash punch combo, just one of the best punishes in the game. It has to be.
Absolutely. Heihachi's especially, given that it is a wall splat string.
Yes, for sure.
And this is always, it's always such an interesting thing, right? Every Mishima has the flash punch, but how good they are ranges wildly.
Yes. This combo is going to go absolutely sicko mode right here. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, the spring kick to stop the hatchet low.
Yeah.
Good stuff there from today.
You saw there, Brahim went for the spring kick of his own. Tibetano's heat burst did spike him out of it. Something to note, whenever you spike someone out of something in the air and it does create that juggle scaling, it massively affects the damage you get from that punch.
Yes. Okay. Oh, wait. This is damage right here. Okay. If
yeah,
that low
whipped.
hit came out, that would have been dead, I think. But low wall splat saves the day. Okay, he activated early, gets that full warrior instinct in round number 5. Okay. Chipping away at it.
Yeah, nice. Gets him there with the mid at the end. Sidewall almost messed up the combo, but not quite. Tibetano able to close it out there. And solid stuff there from Tibetano. Takes it over Brahim 2-0. Solid showing from Brahim. Have one of the quarters matches before losers semis. But right now, winners finals, guys. Kuroten versus Tibetano. And we are, of course, getting the Heihachi mirror. So it'll be interesting now to see what this plays out like. I haven't seen too many Heihachi mirrors besides that initial dev showcase we saw for the character. So what's always interesting to see beyond how players approach it is what tools are most effective against the character itself.
Yes. I mean, if you were watching Red Bull Golden Letters, you will have seen the Heihachi exhibition in that one.
Yeah.
But also, this is a best of 5, just to notify everybody at home. So
Yes.
we are in winners finals now. So not just the intricacies between the Heihachi versus Heihachi are going to come out now, but it's going to be timing differences between the players and how much you can adapt within the set.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, first to 3 more than anything in tournament really brings out a whole other level of thinking in terms of how you have to approach your game plan. And I think especially something that it bears mentioning with tournament play in general is that you can look across a spread of tournament results and one player might be much more consistent across the board, but that doesn't mean they're going to beat the other player because they might just have a better approach to them personally.
Oh, for sure. And this is going to be damage at the wall. Going to get the weird side angle there, get the slip off.
Yeah, it doesn't get the wall explosion. Nice from Kuroten, just the full crouch sweep there after the jab. Both of them gets the guard break, 1-1-2, not quite close enough to get the wall splat there. Tibetano committed to the full hell sweep string.
Yeah, gonna get the plus flames. That was a great heat dash delay from Kuroten. I absolutely love that. Heat dash, get the plus flames. A lot of people think you're gonna press on immediate timing when you get those plus flames. But you know what? I'm just gonna wait until the opponent maybe commits to a defensive option or something like that, and then I'm going to output my damage.
Yeah. Again, this is also just like unrelated to anything. Such a small design thing I love for Heihachi in this game is the fact that Kazuya's fist is like burned onto his chest. That's so sick.
Yeah. That is really good. And the new story as well, picked up some things about Heihachi. We got to see him in what would be like a face instead of a kind of a heel form, for a little bit there. But we're going into game number 2 now. Now, what you really don't want is for someone to go 2-0 up. Making reverse sweeps is very difficult, and as the people at home know, if you've ever tried to make a reverse sweep, because you've essentially given the opponent 3 games to adapt to your game plan.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you really want to get this one here to not allow them the time to adapt back that much. Like,
yeah. Going one for one in a first to 3 isn't the end of the world, but yeah, like you said, if you go down 2-0, it can be really difficult to, get that back, because you not only, you have to win 3 games straight. You can't really afford to make any mistakes. So, Tibetano needs to clutch up here, of course, but, if anyone can do it, it would be him.
Yep.
Oh my god, the crouch cancel electric there from Kuroten. He's a god?
Yep. The triples, that was one of the ones I saw on Twitter on day one, and I was like, oh my days, the amount of times I'm going to get cooked by this.
Nice headbutt there into the guaranteed follow-up. Spring kick from Tibetano. Yeah, very important. We've seen a lot of very successful spring kick usage today. It's it's an interesting one, because obviously there were the changes to the get-up kicks from the previous game, but spring kick's still such a powerful tool just for interrupting, pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. It stops the opponent's offense, and one thing I've liked it is they've mixed it in with other knockdown options such as side roll, so they aren't doing it every time, right?
Yeah.
And so the timing of it is, disguised essentially. So, you won't have Kuroten just running up blocking because Tibetano is going to do a spin kick every time. It is disguised, and it's used in very effective situations.
Yeah, and we saw a parry attempt there from Tibetano. Mistimed, had the wrong call on Kuroten's pressure. Kuroten just committed to a sidestep left electric, and that did catch him out after that initial parry startup. So now we have a situation here, as you mentioned, where Kuroten has now gone 2 games up. He has a 2-game lead right now in our winners finals. So the uphill battle for Tibetano becomes that much more difficult. He does have to make that 3-game clean sweep to take the set. He doesn't have the room to make mistakes. As you said, Kuroten obviously is going to try and win this as a clean 3-0 up front, but should he lose a match, he still has so much time to make those adaptations in response to whatever changes Tibetano makes as well. So this is very much favored to Kuroten right now.
Oh, the character
Tibetano,
switch!
yeah, here we go, switching over to the Asuka.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would like to say as well, Kuroten last game was a no round round. It was a 3-0 sweep in rounds. And when you get that sort of momentum, it's very difficult to stop. So I absolutely love the character switch idea here from Tibet.
Yeah, and what's interesting about this as well is I think there's been a bit more conversation about this the last while. Obviously, if you look at one of our Ireland's own players, of course, Fergus has been very positive on Asuka for some time, but more and more people are coming around to the idea that she is a very solid tournament character. Because again, you talk about a long set, you talk about like a first to 10. I don't think Asuka does too well in that format, but first to 2, first to 3, very strong. She can really just run you down and bully you. You've even had people like Joka talking about this recently as well. So I think this is an interesting pick here from Tibetano to see if he can try and just swing at Kuroten. And so far it's working.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just as a heads up, you've muted once again. All right, there we go. Clean 2 rounds straight here for Tibetano. And again, it's just a pacing change. What we're seeing here, folks, of course, isn't that... I'm sure Kuroten is more than familiar with Asuka as a character, but this is quite a change up in terms of the matchup he's dealing with.
Yes, absolutely. And I would like to say as well, you were saying this is a change of pace in the matchup. It was also a change of pace in what Kuroten has to learn. Because, because playing a different character, your habits change. So what Kuroten has learned about T-Base so far is not really going to be that applicable to the Asuka.
Yeah,
so now you have to do a full another download. And you can see T-Base got a 3 no-round bound,
Yeah, absolutely. So Tibetano, clean game right back there. And again, I think, this is a solid choice. I like this. As you said, it changes the mental game for Kuroten in terms of what he's used to for those initial 2 games, what he has to adapt to now. Yeah, as you said, he has no initial download for Tibetano's Asuka in this situation. And Tibetano comes out the gate with massive momentum, massive aggression. And again, really playing to the strength of Asuka in, a tournament setting where she can just try and bully you. She can try and force the issue, absolutely just throw out those haymakers. And potentially, if Tibetano wants to shift up the pace now, force Kuroten into making mistakes of his own.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the thing as well, is that, Tibetano committed to the Asuka for the rest of the set. Because they are character locked now, because they have to win all of the games in a row.
Yeah.
So they can't switch back to Heihachi even if they wanted to.
Yeah, we saw there nice plus frames into the back 4 counter hit from Kuroten. Nice little frame trap there. Now trying to turn it around.
Parry.
Tibetano held that parry for a little longer. He was waiting to see if Kuroten would fall for it, but not quite. Nice heat smash there from Kuroten, gets around back on the board. And, after that initial storm from Tibetano there in game 3, perhaps Kuroten has made the mental adjustment needed.
Yeah, maybe. And now, good duck on the electric. There's some good avoidance going on here. Gets the +1, tries to sidestep away, can't do anything there. Oh my days.
Yeah, punish attempt there from Kuroten, but he actually whiffed. That initial hit went over her head.
Yeah. Now, okay. Going to fight their way out the wall at the kind of angle where they're both even to the wall now. Back to the center of the stage. I would love a sidestep right here because you would force the opponent to the wall. There you go, T-Bear is doing it.
Yeah, there we go. Gets that wall stagger option. Nice sidestep and the punish as well. All this pressure now coming out from Tibetano. Beautiful.
Here we go.
All right, chipping on him with the low now. Nice duck there from Kuroten. So aware.
Absolutely. Now the heat. Going to get +1 again. Heat.
Nice call out. Caught him out of the air. This will be scaled because of the juggle, but doesn't matter.
Yep.
Fakes out the spin. Nice whiff punish there from Kuroten.
Good float damage. And, that was a nice catch on knockdown as well with the heat burst. Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Nice. One too many down 1+2s there, and Kuroten with the punish. 2 rounds to 1 now, and a potential set point here in our winners finals. Just walks into the electric. So much of that has been working out for Kuroten today. Single backdash electric, and people are just eating it.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, Tekken 8 is an aggressive game. And so when the opponent backdashes, you kind of do want to run in and activate your plus flames and activate your offense. Because it's like almost a moment of weakness. Look at the pressure. Oh my God. Nice
stuff there from Tibetano. But look at how much gray life Kuroten has now as well. And the down 1+2. He's not afraid.
Oh my days.
Oh, and the Rage Art's going to hit. And Kuroten, I believe, is going to take the winners finals off of this.
Yes. Let's have a look. See.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely dead as dead can be. Beautiful Rage Art from Kuroten there. All right, solid stuff from Tibetano, though. I think, again, that Asuka pick was a really code week already claimed. Here we go. We are getting the Yalmo versus Wagboy game. And Yalmo on the Lidia, not the Leroy.
Interesting pick here. So here we go. Hwoarang versus the Lidia. I would say both can play pretty similarly in terms of style. If you want to go into it, the stances and then continuous pressure off of those stance switches, right?
Yeah, a lot of string-based pressure into stance switch, into 50-50 in a lot of scenarios. You saw it there from Lidia. A lot of her game plan revolves around getting into that heaven and earth and then making people guess between, high, low, mid. And there we go. Of course, she also has access to a strong high guard breaking option out of heaven and earth. Very, very scary. But again, her mids out of that are quite powerful as well.
Absolutely agreed. Low check coming through there. Goes for the homing.
Nice
Great duck.
Such awareness from Yalmo about the matchup.
Yeah, that's going to be damage. That Oki, absolutely guaranteed.
Oh my God, another massive raid from Genius. Norman Genius with the 223 people raid. Thank you very much, Norman Genius.
And now we have 3 of those stocks on Yalmo here. That damage is going to be absolutely wild.
Yeah, no, big thank you again to Genius for the raid. Obviously, great showing throughout today. Solid stuff here, though, from Yalmo. This Lidia pick working out very well. Heat active for both players. Wagboy's almost run out. Yep, spends it, gets the heat dash.
You know what? Wagboy's grabs have been hitting consistently. I'm not sure if it's just the player or if it's, you know, Wagboy's grabs in particular that are specifically hitting because of the way he's timing them.
It's one of those things. It's an interesting one because, again, you see a lot of high-level players. You know, generally speaking, people's throw breaking across the board is quite strong. I don't know why Wagboy is able to hit these so consistently. Here we go. Heaven and Earth gets the knockdown.
Okay. Get the push back.
And the power crush catches him stepping as well. Yalmo, very solid game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Wagboy, I think, if it was full sidewalk, maybe he gets away from that? Correct me if I'm wrong, Nibs?
I'm not 100% to be honest. Had he done full sidewalk, I want to say he probably may have. Going by the sound, I think he did sidestep button. I think he might have actually extended his hurt box. We talked about that earlier, of course. Again, people can be a bit trigger happy about trying to duck or walk and then press early when they're trying to catch something. Either way, all we know is that it worked out for Yalmo. The power crush did catch him stepping to the right. And here we go. We are gone to space. So, of course, on the 3rd round transition for this stage, we will gain a hazard, but initially there are none. Yes,
absolutely. We will get that Floor Blast cartoons coming up in round number 3. But
and you talked about the minimum scaling for Rage Arts earlier. That also applies to your stage hazards as well.
Agreed. And again, the dick jab just gonna stop the pressure, stop Wagboy from trying to execute a punish or any pressure at all. And it's just so useful. But a big launch from Wagboy.
Yeah, no, I like that from Wagboy. Clip him with the low and then go for the just frame skyrocket. Very powerful opener, and now has a big life lead. A bit of gray life on the side of Yalmo, but does not matter. Gets clipped with the string, and the perfect for Wagboy there. And again, anytime you can get a perfect when you're currently on the back foot, that's a massive improvement for your mental game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a momentum switch, right? But again, like I said earlier in Set and Reset, sometimes those are just Tekken 8 rounds. You've got to take those and move on and say, that was Tekken 8. We go.
Absolutely. Oh my god, weird trade there.
Yeah.
Very strange trade.
Oh, I was reading a Wagboy low there, I can't lie. In my head, I was like, that's a Wagboy low coming out.
All right, and there we go. There's that floor hazard now. So an explosion is available here that will pop someone up for an extended combo. I know Hwoarang has access to a very nice spiking throw that I imagine. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
I was going to say I'd imagine Wagboy will be fishing for it, and he does. An excellent opener to have. If you have a throw that spikes on this stage, it's a great way to start off any conversion.
Yeah, for sure. And it obviously takes away Yalmo using it later on because it's only one use. And so, great low parry. But taking that away from your opponent, especially when you know your opponent can have really, really good damage on a floor blast, is just so important.
Yeah, no, here we go. And again, no breaks on a lot of the throws coming out from Wagboy.
Yeah, for sure. Now, here we go. Gonna get all 3.
And Yalmo has consistently been committing to that specific Heaven and Earth option. And there we go. He takes it 2 games straight over Wagboy. So Wagboy will be eliminated there. Yalmo will move forward. Tekken happens on Tuesdays. Be sure to join the Reversal Discord. Check out the Reversal GG Twitter for updates on events as well. But here we go. Losers semis here. Yalmo back on the Leroy against Ace's Eddy.
Yep, absolutely. And you know, this is something I can talk a bit more about as an Eddy player myself. Oh my god, went straight for radio on round start. But that forward 3 is the main tool you're going to be seeing Ace use to get into relax. It's the main cornerstone of Eddy's offense. If you're going to do anything, is forward 3 into relax, or you're going to be utilizing something like HSP1 to get the plus flames to go into that.
Nice stuff there. That evasive launcher, it's such a strong tool. Again, it can sidestep things and launch them at the same time. Very nice stuff. Ace, though, I like that. Yalmo activates the heat, and Ace immediately did a running option just to stop him from being able to fight out.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great idea from Ace to go for the unbreakable grab at the wall. It is obviously duckable. Oh, that needed to be launch punished from Yalmo.
Yeah, and again, like we talked about this earlier, that specific lack of awareness, again, not many people play Eddy.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you were saying about that sidestep launcher, that sidestep 3+4. It is so good. But again, if you're just patient enough to wait for it to end, you can just run in and punish it every single time.
All right, Heat Burst goes through. Yalmo now back on life. Interesting that Ace actually backed off there despite having the health advantage and having Heat active.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's something that I would have done would be like a run in, Heat Smash to get the plus flames to go into relax and extend my offense off of that. But, you know, Ace being ever patient there and a great break.
Yeah, no, very solid throw break from Ace. Very important there. Pivotal decision. Nice stuff from Yalmo, though. Clips Ace coming back in. All right, gets around back on the board. Ace still in the lead currently.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, the backdash is away. This is good movement from Ace here, and good movement from Yalmo as well, but those Eddy backdashes, just as strong as they were. Maybe a little bit nerfed, but still one of the strongest in the game.
Yeah, ever so slightly, but again, yeah, still one of the better backdashes in the game. And having that plus access to something like sidestep 3+4, such a powerful option. You saw Ace threw it out, and again, with relatively no risk because of the distance he had created.
Yeah, absolutely. People like utilizing that as like a kind of whiff bait sometimes, but that's a great decision to transition from relax into handstand and get the plus flames to do that.
Nice. The orbital there works out for Yalmo. And all right, ties it up on rounds. We are going to final round here in game 1. Again, we are back to first to twos here just for the last set and this one. This is to go on to losers finals. Nice, goes for the grab out of handstand, does Ace.
Yeah, that unbreakable grab, I don't like utilizing it too often because you can see that happens. The duck comes out and you will get punished for it.
Yeah, and interesting you saw there, Ace went for, he got it and then immediately tried to go for it again, trying to be cheeky, because what you get in a lot of situations when people, you know, take those is people assume that they're, you know, playing afraid of your other options. And it's sort of, you know, from Ace's point of view there, he expected the no mix-up mix to work. Didn't work in the end, though. Yalmo, of course, takes back a nice hefty life lead there and closes out game 1.
Yeah, for sure. Very interesting to see the way Ace is playing against Leroy here. As you know, as an Eddy player myself who's had to play Leroy's in terms of this, I would actually be looking at utilizing more forward 3. I think there was only about 3 or 4 times he utilized it within the set. And obviously it's, you know, a very common tool for Eddies to use, and people are ready for it and they'll block and, you know, punish it, or they'll be ready for it and low parry and neutral and so on and so forth. But the fact is, it's such a good tool, I don't think you can really overutilize it that much until the opponent shows you that they are low blocking it or they're, you know, low parrying it most times. And if they're not doing that, which Yalmo isn't, I feel inclined to go for it a lot more.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting one, certainly, and it would, I would like to see Ace, you know, maybe make that sort of adaptation, see if that observation is there. But either way, clearly very, very strong player in his own right. A much more aggressive opener here from Ace. Big pressure into the grab, and I think that's what he was lacking in that previous game. Perhaps a little too respectful.
Yeah, that's exactly the Eddy Gordo that you need to play in Tekken 8. You have to get that knockdown, you have to transition into stance, and that was a launch miss from Yalmo, but that's a good while rising 1-3 to launch. But yeah, you can see Ace going into handstand on these knockdowns. What is Ace doing there is he's doing HSP1 to get +5. And it's absolutely a brilliant option.
All right, spends the wind stock.
Yeah, you don't actually spend them. You just utilize them whenever you get clean hit. So he has that. But they reset every single round. So they're actually kind of hard to get. That low only comes out when you have one or two level, obviously. But to get clean hits, it's kind of hard because you need to commit to something like down back 4-4, which is string that ends in a high, or something like Hell Sweep, which is obviously a launch punishable low. So
yeah, absolutely. Both, okay, orbital and that sidestep option from Eddy, both missing each other there. Interesting stuff. Stuffs the heat there out of Yalmo. Very interesting.
Okay. Yeah, now just playing around with the life lead. Eddy has really good range in this game. Do not forget this. Eddy can still play Keep Out in Tekken 8. And people will say, oh, well, why would we play Keep Out in Tekken 8? It's an aggressive game. Keep Out is actually pretty strong because it stops your aggression, it stuffs out your aggression, and it doesn't do chip damage like, you know, big combos would, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is interesting to note, of course, that didn't end up working out for Ace in the end. Yalmo did find the opening. Ace now, nice bit of wall carry there, almost to the wall on this, you know, pretty large stage. Again, we talked about this previously. Walls don't typically come into play on Colosseum, on Yakushima, but they are still a relevant factor.
Sure. Now the low check coming through. Okay, heat dash, goes for the low and the hell sweep. There we go, gets a stock. Now it'll be interesting to see. There could be a mix-up here after setting up the command grab in handstand. You know, now he has the stocks to go low here as well. So this could be interesting.
Nice heat smash connects there for Yalmo. Nice low parry. Rage art though, yes.
Immediate, yeah. With the minimum scaling as well, because there's only one hit on the combo, and that is absolutely going to kill.
Absolutely, yeah. Ace going to tie it up here. Go one game apiece with Yalmo. All right, we've got a set. Going into game 3 now. Winner, of course, will advance onto losers finals and face Tibetano. So, nice stuff there from Ace. As we were kind of saying, I think perhaps a bit more aggression from him, at least in the early stages. I think that keep out, that backdash keep out game started working a little bit more once he had established a stronger early game. And, you know, sort of forced Yalmo to come to him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's something that I would personally only do with the life lead.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like if you're doing it without the life lead, the opponent has no cause to move into you, right? You need to force the opponent to, you know, aggress you in some way if you want to play that game where you're saying, hey, this is my bubble, this is my zone, you can't come in here. And with options like sidestep 4, forward 4, you know, it's very easy to do with Eddy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here we go. We are onto the training ground, our Mishima Dojo-esque stage here for our final game here in the losers semis. So, many wall breaks available, I believe 4 in total, 2 on either side.
I would say it's more like Gisa's stage.
Very true. It is much more similar to that, yeah.
But here we go. Ooh, okay, gets the plus flames. Good dick jab there. Gonna go for the full crouch. Unfortunately. The chip damage. This is what is going to hurt Ace. Is this chip damage coming from these multi-hit strings is going to really hurt Ace. Here we go into round 2. Stepping and dashing away the counter hit. The wall.
Nice counter hit there from Ace. Again, very quick to press the issue, put Yalmo's back to that wall. Solid positioning. Yeah, gets the heat burst for the additional spike. Will carry over to the next one as well. Side wall, unfortunately, messes up the wall ender for Ace.
Yeah, here's the heat dash combo from Ace here.
Nice. You saw a couple times there was a little sidestep right adjustment from Ace at the start of that sidewall sequence to make sure he got the full conversion, and very solid damage output there.
Great adjustment. And I will say that there's a couple of things that I'm noticing Yalmo doesn't really have a little bit of knowledge on. One of the best things to do against Eddy in either stance is sidestep. And I don't think Yalmo's actually been utilizing that much.
Yeah, no, a lot of Eddy's options out of both relax and handstand quite linear.
Yes. But one thing I do like I'm seeing from Ace there after the float combo is that Ace is actively using relax 1+2 a lot more, which is a -8 mid on block in relax. It's one of the only safe options you get in the stance, apart from, you know, transitioning to handstand and doing like HSP 1 or something. But like doing HSP 1+2, sorry, relax 1+2 is one of the best options you can do to stay safe. And I like that Ace is utilizing that a bit more and not utilizing as many commit swaps.
Yeah, and what we saw there, Ace took another round. It seemed like Yalmo started freezing up a little bit. I don't know if perhaps Ace's options now are starting to get to Yalmo, the mental stack adding up.
Now again, ooh, that's a nice counter hit. That's going to convert.
I believe, should he get a clean wall spot, he might be able to, no, not quite kill. Okay, there we go. String hit, chips him out there with the mid. All right, final round here.
Here we go.
Sidestep 3+4 attempted. Nice. Yalmo followed him with the step. Heat burst active. Now has some heat to spend. Uses the cane and he gets the launch as well. He drops the conversion though. Very unfortunate. Ace given a huge opportunity to get back in. Armors through that last hit with the heat burst. Nice float though from Yalmo. Manages to convert off the side wall as well.
Okay, here he goes. Gonna activate the heat smash. Stays plus. Moves forward and relax. Okay.
Counter hit, and again, beautiful conversion from Yalmo. Ace has access to Rage Art now.
Yeah. Ace was going for a sidestep up forward 4 there.
Sidestep left, and he gets the conversion. Okay, pops the Rage Art here. This won't kill, but it will do a nice chunk of damage, and it will take off Yalmo's Grey Life as well.
Yes, and it'll do a little bit of healing as well.
Yeah, small bit of heal back at the end. Yalmo now, of course, has access to Rage Art too. I was going to say Ace needs to be very careful not to run up and let Yalmo just armor through, but manages to clutch it out there. Ace 2 games to 1 over Yalmo, and he will move on into the losers finals. Very
as an Eddy player is one of the worst options you can do. So one of the things I would say about the Heihachi matchup is I would say you need to play it with a lot of confidence and you need to play it with a lot of aggression to make sure that, you know, there are times where the Heihachi can't pop heat to get the Warrior's Instinct stocks.
Yeah.
If you can get those snowball rounds to make sure that the Heihachi doesn't get those Warrior Instinct stocks, you'll find the matchup a lot easier.
Yeah, but interesting, you know, perhaps not relevant currently. Tibetano has opted to stay with the Asuka here, not playing Heihachi right now. And I wonder if the thought process here is essentially that he wants to keep the Asuka warm, and he wants to, you know, should he qualify to go into Grands, does he want to just meet Kuroten with Asuka instead of Heihachi?
Yeah, maybe that's the idea. Goes for the heat smash, very well sidestepped from Tibetano, has the knowledge, but Wild Rising 2 is going to connect, and that's going to be the wall combo.
Yeah, no, solid stuff there. Gets the win stocks as well. Rage Art popped here by Tibetano, and he's holding it. Tried to charge up and see if he could catch Ace slipping.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, okay, the forward 3+4. Now, one thing I liked there from Ace was the down forward 2. Down forward 2 doesn't launch, not even on counter hit anymore. But,
and you saw Tibetano had actually just clutched out the life lead, but then he got a little too antsy, let Ace press on him just at the end.
Yeah, but I was saying about the down forward 2, I think it's a really good option for Eddy actually, just because it pushes back to a range where you can actually clip the opponent with certain moves like back 2-3 before they output a button. It's a really interesting spacing that down forward 2 puts you at, and I'd love to see more Eddies utilizing it, like right there.
Yeah, no, interesting stuff. All right, now, Tibetano, bit of a life deficit, had heat active, no longer. Rage is available now, but he doesn't have the health to armor a hit here.
No, not at all, but the low check. And this is the thing I'm loving about Ace so far. Ace is not scared to output low, like, punishable buttons.
Yeah.
Not at all. Ace has been outputting the lows, has been outputting duckable highs. He is not scared to output any of these, you know, punishable buttons. And that's what I love about Ace's play so far.
Yeah, and I think the big thing as well, of course, you know, and the perfect no break on the throw. Solid game one there for Ace. And I think, you know, coming into losers finals, that's excellent way to start the momentum strong. Obviously, coming off the back of a solid losers run so far, has beat Pikah, Brahim, and Yalmo now. An incredible run. So if he's starting off strong here against Tibetano, Ace could be positioned well here going through this set.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and one of the things you'll see is that Eddy's at top level. The one that everybody will know is obviously John Ding, but you'll see a lot more Eddies at top level, especially in EU. One I can talk about right now is Leonidas.
Yeah.
Doing options like this, outputting riskier options that can be punished, because Eddy is a knowledge check character. He really, really is. Just because of how little he's utilized. If people don't know, you can output those options over and over and over again for the rest of the set.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very much a, you know, I'm going to do this until you make me stop. All right, solid round one there for Tibetano. Again, getting that first round after eating 3 rounds clean in the previous game, important for the mental. Nice punish there from Tibetano. Heat still active, has a little bit left to spend. Might not get to, though, if Ace can keep him out. Nice block, though. Doesn't launch.
Yeah, no hell sweep launch. But actually, I find that one is less launch than a lot of other hell sweeps for some reason. I think people forget Eddy has it, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Oh, what a sidestep launch. Great down forward 3 launch from Ace there. And is going to go into the Rage Art to get rid of the grey health.
Yeah, as well, important to think of that launch. Tibetano was actually backwards. Ace was hitting him in the head. And juggles, when someone is turned the opposite way, aren't that great. Most people have very scuffed damage off of it. So I think in that scenario, Ace is probably thinking, you know, it's better to go for the guaranteed Rage Art damage than risking a back-turned wall splat and only getting 1 hit.
By the way, what a read off a round start from Ace there. And he's actually going for the more difficult combo there. You can just end that combo after the tornado with a down back 4-4, but wanted to get a full wall splat to get relaxed 2-4-4 out of the wall there. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, no, gets a win stock there. Still heat to spend on both sides, and Ace gets there first. He uses the heat smash and clips him clean. Gets the damage now. Ace 2 rounds to 1.
As Eddy mains, we are blessed with quite a good heat smash, and you'll see people utilizing it even just as like an on-block option, because it's plus and it sends you into relax, which starts your offense. It's really good. You have to be very careful of it. You need to be sidestepping it.
All right, goes for the full spin, gets the unblockable. Nice low parry there from 8. Going to be a very short combo here.
Yes, it
Spins
is.
the heat. All right, he wants to extend it, get a little bit of extra carry. He went for relaxed pressure.
Okay, goes for the 4-4 heat dash. Down forward 3 again. Ace with these down forward 3 launches, and that's going to kill and send Ace into a 2-0 situation. But, oh my days, these down forward 3s are so raw. Has definitely caught on to Tibetano's timing.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, Tibetano, 2 games lost in a row now. It's interesting to think, you know, whether or not he sticks with the Asuka here, or is he going to make that switch back to the Heihachi? Because again, that was doing excellent work for him throughout today, all the way up until, you know, he made that switch in winners finals. But, you know, at this point, he has to lock in. He's 2-0 down. No matter what he picks at this point, he has to stay on it and win 3 games straight.
Yes.
So it's a very important decision. I am curious to see if he makes the switch, just because the reason he made the switch against Kuroten was a similar scenario. He was 2-0 down.
2-0
he was 2-0 down, and the character, I guess, from his point of view, wasn't necessarily working.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see it, the Heihachi versus the Seti, I'll be honest. I think it's the correct option to go for. I would say that Asuka timing has definitely been figured out.
And
it's the Claudio instead.
To the Claudio. All right, we're going back to square one, back to the roots.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think about why, and it's maybe because of the hop kick versus relaxed stance, or maybe trying to catch Eddy in handstand more often. Claudio is very good at that, and if you catch Eddy in handstand, it's an automatic float. So maybe a interesting character swap from Tibetano here, but I like the idea.
Yeah, I think, if nothing else, it's going back to what's familiar,
Absolutely. Comfortability is key, right?
Running 2 there. No duck from Ace. And that is always interesting. The first running 2 of the game, I think, gives a lot of info to the Claudio player.
Yes, for sure.
How ready are you? And how much can they play around with that? Ace ate that first running 2, and now I'd imagine Tibetano is going to start checking a lot with running, the run into the knee.
Yeah, absolutely. But you also have to recognize the situation it was used in. It was up against the wall and in between both walls at that. So it was very hard to find a sidestep or, even a duck in that situation because you're up against the wall, you're waiting for something good, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Low heat smash there, spends it just before it burns out. Nice stuff. There's that running 3 we were talking about.
Sure. Ooh, okay. Cancels out a relax there. I like the idea.
All right, running 2 stuffs him. And again, rage available on both sides now.
Yeah.
And the back 1. Beautiful stuff there from Tibetano.
It was the perfect option. Ace, couldn't really sidestep out there. And even if he tried to, the tracking move was there.
Yeah, absolutely. Heat burst activated here from Tibetano. Nice! Gets the float you were talking about previously. And now 1 hit off of that hard wall break. 1 more will send him through to the balcony area where he will have access to another balcony break hazard as well.
Yeah, and you can, get that wall break into
the balcony break in a single sequence. Yeah.
So loads of damage available there, but this should be it. Yep. I'm liking seeing Ace's routes because I use different routes to Ace as of current. So I'm liking seeing these routes that Ace is using to get the win stocks at end of combo.
Yeah, no, interesting stuff. And you saw there, Tibetano did that running 1+2 instead of just the running 2 from Claudio. I believe that's only available with Starburst, certainly. I'm not sure if it's locked to heat.
I think it's only Starburst. I think you're right.
Okay,
wow.
Nice step and the punish as well. And interesting, like a lot of people with those install mechanics, Claudio, similar to Leo, I believe just stays in Starburst whenever heat is active as well.
Yes, that is correct.
All right, so Tibetano stays alive here, gets a game back on the board. Again, has to win 3 straight here though with Claudio. Yes. But again, going back to the main, going back to what's familiar, what's comfortable. I think in this situation, especially in losers finals, if you're gonna go down 2 games, why not? As you said, comfortability is key. I think Tibetano has a lot of tournament experience, no stranger to these scenarios.
And I would like to say as well, now Tibet has also shown the Claudio as an option for this tournament. If he does get back to grand finals after making this reverse sweep, potentially, then the Claudio is now also an open option for finals as well.
Absolutely, and you'd have to imagine this is probably something he was considering already. He tried the Heihachi, and again, he wasn't winning in the mirror. Switched to the Asuka. That was working out well. I don't think that was a bad decision into Kuroten at all. But again, it's still information he has now. So this had to be in his mind as something he could possibly do should he make it to Grands.
Yeah, sure. And the Starburst utilized there. That's going to be all the way to the balcony and the balcony break. This could be a rage art here. Yes, it will be.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe that should be the kill.
Yes, it looks like it actually, yeah.
As we talked about that minimum scaling earlier, never mind, the minimum scaling is very low.
Yeah. Okay, 9
I
seconds
cursed
left.
that man. I cursed that man with my confidence.
I
I cursed him! Cursed him!
The thing is, right, Tibetano didn't even necessarily need to press there with his timer that low, but went for the low to try and end the round, and got punished for it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Very sorry, Tibetano. I am so sorry I did that to you. But here we go, and the floor break as well from Ace. As someone pointed out, an absolute monster run for Ace. 10 wins so far.
10-win run. Absolutely insane stuff from Ace. But has to close this one out to get to grand finals, and that will be a wall blast.
Yeah, very nice off of that. Beautiful. Honestly, such a good option to wall splat with.
Oh,
okay,
the
the
key
key
charge.
charge. I don't know if that was on purpose. Eats a running 2 to the mouth for his troubles.
I mean, on knockdown that far away, maybe you can get away with it. Eddie's key charge is relatively fast,
maybe he was trying to set up for some sort of like, you know, cheeky option, but either way, running 3 attempt there gets the grab from handstand as well. Heat still active for Ace. He tried for the grab again. Wait, no, he didn't.
No. And that wall blast was already used as well, so couldn't get an advantage of that either.
Hey, and yeah, wall hazard.
I would have rage art, yeah.
Yeah, I like that as well. Tibetano there, well aware of his juggle scaling. He wouldn't have gotten a solid follow-up there, so it's rage art just to make sure he gets the maximized damage from that situation. Very nice call. And he deletes all the gray life as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's what I would do it for. I would do it for the amount of gray life that was on Ace there. It was almost 70% of the health bar. But you can see Ace going for these options, even going for health sweep to end rounds is absolutely wild, right? Just
as
like,
you said previously, though, he's not afraid to commit to all these launch punishable options.
For sure. Now at the wall. Oh yeah, that's brilliant, but doesn't get the clean wall splat. If that was clean, that would have been game over.
Nice whiff punish there from Tibetano. Okay, interesting. He went straight for tailspin into Rage Art. I was going to say, given the positioning he had, I would have liked to have seen a sidestep left into a full juggle. I think he could have got a lot more damage there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like if there was a realignment into some wall damage, there was a lot more damage available. I completely agree. Oh, what a transition, that's it.
The shoulder, yeah. You can, you know, pick at straws about what that might have led to. Either way, Ace takes it over Tibetano 3-1. He off out. Relax. Was it relax you said, or handstand? Handstand. Yeah, it will stuff that out. And I think that can't be undersold, because even if you're not getting the full damage just because you are spiking him out of something, you are scaling it somewhat. But if your wall carry is on point, that doesn't matter, because if you get him to a solid Oki situation, especially on a character who has as much damage as Heihachi does, who has a 10-frame wall splatting string, you know, that could be the difference.
Oh, for sure. And you can tell Kuroten is already ready for the forward 4-3s that are going to come out from Ace. That's a nice down forward 1-3 punish. And so that might be an option taken away from Ace, you know. One of the best options to start offense and get into relax, you know. When you know the opponent is blocking forward 4-3, it's going to become a very difficult matchup for the Eddy.
Nice parry there from Kuroten. And that's such a strong tool for Heihachi in this game.
Sure.
All right, nice there. Low clips him out of the electric. And that's something we've seen Kuroten do a lot, right? He's very comfortable throwing out electric at a very, very close range.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I loved there was the relax 2 into the grab. You didn't commit to the relax 2-4 to, you know, stay in relax and do something duckable. And you could go +3 if you wanted to do the relax 2-4 and then stay in relax. But just did the relax 2, stayed composed, and then went for the grab. Great idea.
All right, clips him with the low. Nice stuff there from Ace. Gets around back immediately. And something we saw a lot there from Ace, using stance transitions pretty loosely. A lot of the time, it felt like to try and force these whiffs from Kuroten. Again, Kuroten's someone who likes to do a lot of electric in neutral. And, you know, going into relax especially will make that whiff. And, you know, if Ace is on the ball, he could potentially be ready to punish those.
Okay, so here's something that you said about the stance transitions, right? Eddy's stance sidestep is longer than his regular sidestep. So sidestepping in stance from handstand to relax or relax to handstand actively goes further than his regular sidestep. So it actively has more avoidance.
Nice.
Obviously, there's more risk there by going into handstand or relax to, you know, be able to get hit. But, you know, it has more avoidance, and it's something you can use to extend your offense when the opponent likes pressing buttons on defense.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting point to make. Heat Burst activated there from Kuroten, so he has Heat currently online. He hasn't popped Instinct yet.
Yeah, and you
nice
can see...
Heat engage there from Ace. Wants to put on this pressure now. He needs to keep Kuroten. Yeah, there we go. Keep Kuroten guessing. Doesn't want to let him move.
I want to say something. That was all flame type. The entire thing. HSP 1 was plus. Into the Heat Smash was plus. Into the 1+2 at the wall, which isn't plus, but it was safe. So he was completely safe every single option.
Rock solid pressure. Nice. There's that Heat Burst you were talking about. Stuffs him out of his stance options. Goes for the floor break there. Nice call out from Kuroten. Big pushback and pops the Instinct. Now it's active. Boss mode online.
Yeah.
Okay, crouch, cancel, electric to punish the stagger low.
Yeah.
Hey, oh my god.
That's one thing I've been liking about Ace, but I also see as something quite dangerous. Ace has been doing timing mix-ups in relax stance, where, you know, he will do a dash forward in relax or do something else in relax before pressing a button.
Yep.
And it's great to, you know, change up your timing and, you know, move around the timing of the opponent, you know.
Yeah.
But also, you need to remember, you can get caught out of that really easy if the opponent figures out you're doing it consistently. And so I would actually like to see Ace do more stuff on immediate timing. Because he's doing HSP 1, which is a plus flame move into relax. He has the time to press.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like if you have any plus options, or at least options that are safe checks you can be doing. I think if nothing else, to force someone back into the mindset that they don't have the time to try and stuff you.
Yeah.
You know, that timing mix-up option works great once you've established that you're not afraid to just press.
Yes, exactly, yeah. It's something that I'm personally working on at the minute with my own Eddy nibs, so... that's a great point you made.
Something you're very, I suppose, hyper aware of.
yeah.
All right, nice. Yeah, Power Crush. Just get the Heat engage as well. Like that. Ace so happy to commit to that grab.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's an unbreakable grab. Why wouldn't you want to? You know? Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, we saw Kuroten again commit to that high guard break into the Flash Punch combo once again.
One thing I really love is Ace's move pool. Ace's move pool is really, really wide. And so showing as many options as you can, like I said, Eddy is a knowledge check character. Showing as many options as you can really increases the opponent's mental stack by a lot and allows a lot more of your options to actually hit, because now they're thinking about so many more things.
Yeah, nice. Running 3 there from Kuroten, and then you saw he backed off, and wow, look at that. Just gave a bit of time to move around. It seems like every time he throws out an electric at like range 3, it always connects. People just walk into it.
Yes, for sure. And there's the Heat Burst, going to stop the run forward, stops the aggression, but the Heat Dash, going to get the plus flames. 4-4, Heat Dash. Okay, trying to bait a whiff here with a sidestep 3+4.
There, and we saw again Kuroten just going for the exact same scenario, quite happy to just backdash to a pretty far range, sidestep a lot, and then just throw out the one electric just to see if you're getting antsy. There we go. Kuroten stuffs him with the down forward 1-1. now potentially moving into a 2-game lead if he can take this round. Ace needs to get it online here.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I loved about Kuroten there was that the backdashes were a brilliant idea with 10 seconds left to go, with that amount of life lead. It was such good awareness, right?
Absolutely, because, you know, Ace was also, you know, trying to move away, create a bit of space there. And if you're Kuroten, you're more than happy to let him do that. You have a 70% life lead. Yeah, sure, backdash.
Great discipline there from Kuroten. And now we're getting into round number 5, I should say. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Blocks the low there, goes for a grab. I like that because he got clipped by the initial hit. He wasn't going to get a proper wild standing punish on the second hit of Hell Sweep, so he just grabbed it.
Absolutely. Actually, there's one thing I would like to see Ace do. So Ace has been doing these 1-2s and staying in Eddy's regular stance, the stance, you know.
Oh, nice wave punish there from Kuroten, and the down forward 1-1 again checks him. All right, Kuroten now 2-game lead here. Ace is on the loser's side, of course. So if Kuroten takes the next set, that's just it. That's the end. It will be a clean tournament run for him. So Kuroten now, we talked about it being quite a task here to take on Kuroten in grand finals.
Yes.
And now we're in that same situation where he's 2-0 down. He is locked in to whatever he is now for the next 3 games straight.
It will be the Eddy.
Yeah, it will be the Eddy. But regardless, you know, that's, I suppose, on him now mentally. He can't make any more mistakes.
Yeah. And I was saying before we got into this game number 3 here, is that Ace is doing this 1-2. Can see and staying regular, right? You can do 1-2 hold forward and go into handstand, and I would love to see that because it could be a timing mix-up on Ace's part, and it could allow him to get some damage as well and go into relax. Okay, gonna be heat back. Oh, great up forward 2. Really good job there from Ace to use the sidestep move to get around Kuroten.
Yeah, absolutely. You see Kuroten there checking with those back 4s. It is a very powerful counter hit launcher. It has to be careful, of course. On whiff, it is very, very punishable, but his spacing for it so far throughout the tournament has been immaculate.
I will say, Ace not just wide in utilization of the move pool, but wide in utilization of the grabs he's utilizing as well. He's used 1+2, he's used 1-3, he's used 2-4, he's used all of them.
Nice, the down forward 2 to check there after the mid. Solid stuff. Ace now 2 rounds straight, and this is the pace you want to see him at. Nice there, dashes forward into the sidestep 3+4, baited out at electric there from Kuroten, which actually got caught off by that sidestep launcher.
Yeah, and a great combo from Ace there as well to get it to the wall and actually get something clean there too.
Nice, good throw break from Kuroten, but even with the throw break, it actually swapped sides, so it gave Ace the better positioning. He dashed to full screen, went for the empty heat activation. Nice pickup here after the heat dash.
Yeah, so
he
that
drops right at the end.
Yeah, so that 2-4 grab is something that I love doing too, because that 2-4 grab is a side swap even on break. And it's just so good to either get out of the wall or put your opponent into the wall.
Yeah, and that's, I think, a tool that is, you know, that's always been the case, right? If you have a grab that gives you a side switch, even with the break, that's just a powerful tool you should be implementing no matter who you are. You know, a lot of people have that on their generics. One of your generic throws typically will swap sides on a break. So it's always something to keep in mind. So, you know, even sometimes there's an argument, if you want to be this, you know, tinfoil hat about it, there's an argument that you might want to take that throw so that you don't swap sides.
Yeah. If the grab on hit didn't swap sides,
yeah, absolutely. But here we go. Nice, the delay from Kuroten. He followed that sidestep 3+4 attempt and got the forward 2, but no conversion. Very uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I was telling you about this earlier. If you just stay patient and wait for the sidestep 3+4 to come out, because the Eddy will utilize it, then you can punish it fully.
Yeah, what is that on whiff?
On whiff, I have no clue.
Okay, Rage Art here. Did Ace commit to a button? No, he didn't. Nice, went for the stance cancel. Now, Ace seems to be in a much better position mentally suddenly after that one game.
Yeah. Ace does seem like a little bit of a momentum-based player as well. Once he gets your timing down, once he gets your download, it looks very difficult. But one thing I want to mention is that if you didn't know, chat, is that Eddy Gordo can now block in relaxed stance. So while he's in relaxed, he can just hold back and output a block, and he will do that. Whereas he could not do that in Tekken 7.
Nice, good throw break there from Kuroten. Massive life lead for Ace though currently. Heat burst here will stuff that button. And the whiff on the up forward 2. Nice down forward 2 there to stuff Kuroten in the middle of pressure.
Yep. Went a bit risky there, but again, Kuroten could have launched that down forward 3.
Alright, both spacing out now. You would expect Kuroten, again, quite comfortable in this position. Whenever they've gone to this kind of distance, Kuroten has usually had the advantage. Nice block on the down back 2. Very solid stuff, and 2 rounds straight now. Can Ace tie up the set here?
Yeah, a great punish with Wall Rising 2. Good choice for the Wall Rising launcher. Also had Wall Rising 1-3 available, but Wall Rising 2 did the most damage there. Good option.
And you saw a big whiff there from Ace on that low, but Kuroten, perhaps a bit tentative, didn't punish. He wasn't ready.
Yep. Okay, goes for the 3-3. First one we've seen so far.
Ace didn't hear no bell.
Yeah.
And he goes for the low. I like that because Ace so many times now has checked with that mid. I'm not... is that down forward 3?
The launcher is down forward 3. Down forward 2 he normally goes for.
Oh, no, I meant the mid itself beforehand.
Oh, I didn't notice which one
Anyway,
he was doing.
yeah, the overhead kind of kick. He has done that so many times where he's established plus frames with that mid, and he has gone for either down forward 2 or he previously did down forward 3 as the check, but it's about 5 or 6 interactions in a row he's checked with a mid every time. Right there, he gets the round ender by doing that into the low because Kuroten's ready for that mid option because he's expecting that, right?
Yeah.
Very solid stuff there from Ace. Long-term conditioning over the course of that grants.
Absolutely, and you know, when you have a classic round ender option, you can really change it in a pinch to make your opponent be like, oh, this is what he uses to end rounds normally. And then once you change it, it's difficult to block.
The Dragon Ball Z speed up there at the start. And here we go. Ace is currently in the driver's seat in this first round of Game 5. And that's it. Beautiful. He has all the momentum. Ace is now officially in the lead.
Yeah, down forward 3 on round start. Oh my days, Ace.
Yeah, another shout out to Droppy for another $10 contribution to the prize pool as well. We're currently up at $50.
Oh my.
He really wants Kuroten to win.
Yeah. Great punish with the down forward 1-3 there. That's the 13 flame punish Eddy has. Oh, the forward 3. Heat smash to get the plus flames, but just backs off forward 3 to get over the power crush. And now looking for a double. Actually, this would be a triple no round bound, I think.
Yeah, if Ace can do this, this is nuts. If he resets the bracket here after reverse sweeping, you have to believe that the momentum is entirely in his favor.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially
nice sidestep option there. He is so on the ball. Oh my god, heat smash. That's not killed.
No, it's not done.
On the mid check, Ace resets the bracket. We are going into a new set here in Grand Finals. Oh my god.
Double no round brown. Reverse sweep from Ace. The download has to be complete.
Someone's saying there, no, yeah, someone said in the chat, yeah, that was 9 rounds straight.
Triple. There we go. I was right. Triple no round bound from Ace. Crazy work.
No, absolute crazy work. Now, if you're Kuroten, obviously, look, he's had an amazing run up to this point in the tournament. Had an amazing run even at the start of this grand finals. He was 2-0 up, right? He's clearly still doing very well. He's a fucking machine. But it's very difficult if you're in this position now, right? You are mentally dealing with the fact that someone has just reverse swept you. In a normal set, if this isn't grand finals, you just lost. You know?
But even then, someone just resetting on you normally, say if Ace won 3-1 or something, that's a mental stack as well.
Yeah,
and not
absolutely.
to mention 9-0, that's momentum, and now you're really scared.
Yeah, so it's very interesting to see how Kuroten changes it up here, you know, because some people are very good. Some people will get reset on, and then you'd swear they're a different person in the next set.
Yeah.
It's like it didn't even happen. And, you know, if you want to make this comeback, if you want to win, you have to be able to do that. New round, new me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And again, like I said this earlier, that down forward 2 spacing pushes you just far away enough so you can press a button, like down forward 3 or back 2-3, where your opponent won't be able to catch you if you press it. It's such a good range that it has push block on. Okay, backing away now. The 1-2. Forward 3 gets the low. Okay, so I step 3+4. Kuroten couldn't do anything about it there. Okay, the parry.
Alright, nice stuff. We got a hold on, did we get another
We got a
$1.69 contribution.
Yeah. That's it. 11 rounds straight for Ace.
Okay, big float there for Kuroten. Very important now. All right, not going to get a ton of damage because of the juggle scaling. But still, solid damage.
One thing I will mention about Kuroten, though, is that he has been very active in utilizing the heat every single round and making sure to try and get that Warrior's Instinct. You've seen him with full Warrior's Instinct on 3 rounds every time.
Apologies, Mika-chan. I didn't know what the name was. I couldn't read the kanji.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the contribution. Bringing our prize pool up to $51.69. Very nice.
Oh, the side step forward is
And
brilliant.
there we go. 12 rounds straight. Ace now, after resetting the bracket, is currently 1-0 up.
My days. Kuroten needs to do something, and do something like now, or else this will get, well, if it isn't already, out of hand.
It's certainly, I think, yeah, as you said, I think it's fair to say at this point, it is out of hand if you're Kuroten, you know? But he's very capable of bringing this back in order. I think it's just a matter of, at this point, trying to weather the storm of this momentum. Maybe slow it down a little bit. I don't know if it's a case where Ace just has all of Kuroten's timings. You see their jab interrupts the stance transition. Because again, that's pretty fake. A lot of Heihachi's like stance stuff, unless he gets a hit into it, it's not real.
Yeah. I mean, one thing you will see top headies like I said, John Ding and Ace here doing, right, is they are very, very good timing readers. They will go for risky stuff. They will go for launch punishable moves in neutral, because Eddy is really, really good once you have the opponent's timing at catching you and punishing you for it. And I think all Kuroten really needs to do... Oh my days.
The down forward 2 flow and the conversion, dear lord.
What a conversion. But I think what Kuroten actually needs to do is just try and be more patient, because Ace is outputting punishable stuff in neutral. If Ace can get these punishes if Kuroten can get these punishes consistently, then, you know, this game could change.
No, absolutely. Kuroten, I think, you know, interesting to see, perhaps, you know, a little more aggressive at times than he would have been previously, considering how much he was comfortable to sit back and just throw out these big buttons for people to walk into. Yeah, we saw it there again. And I think this is the style of play that was working for him. I think, you know, if he's getting a bit greedy here, he's panicking, you know, it's not working out. Catches the electric, though. Let's see if he can convert this into a kill.
There you go.
Not quite.
No. But that's exactly what Kuroten needs to do, is just stay back, wait for Ace to do something, and then we can output a punish, because Kuroten has been missing launch punishes, and, you know, missing some, you know, seeable lows and things like that. But, you know, I feel like if he's doing what he's doing right now, which is waiting for Ace to run into the electrics or just wait for something punishable to be output, then he could get back into this game.
Yeah, as someone said there, damn, no 14 rounds in a row. Yes, Kuroten has finally stopped the bleeding after the 13th round.
Unlucky for some.
Okay, could have been, you know, perhaps a punish attempt there. Bit of distance to make up, though. And that's something that Ace has been very good about throughout the tournament. He's only really popping empty heat at a distance where it's very difficult to do anything about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rage Art here.
Yep.
Yes, okay, he tracks the stance sidestep there. Again, not going to kill. Going to do a nice chunk, though, and it won't leave any grey life left.
No, not at all. But will Kuroten run up and do something? Yeah, will run up, take the aggression, get the plus flames.
Yeah, I like that. Running 3 into back 4 and then backed off. Caught him with the tip range there of that hell sweep. And now Kuroten 2 rounds straight, finally getting himself back into this. And like you said, it's just as simple as, you know, creating that space, slowing it down a little bit, not stepping into Ace's punishable options.
Yes. Okay, so step 3, that is completely even on block there.
Oh, big whip there. And he caught him in the back, so he was guaranteed the follow-up launcher as well. Ace now. All right, even in rounds, this is very important for Kuroten to get this. He doesn't want to go 2-0 down, because then he has to make the 3 game straight run.
Yes. Here we go. Again, full Warrior Instinct, has already used heat early though.
There it is. Yeah, I like that. Plus frame into Warrior Instinct activation.
Okay, heat back. This is where Ace can bring it back. Great sidestep launch.
Yeah, gets the punish on the back there. Heat still active for Ace. Nice flip over off the ground.
Okay.
Pressure.
Heat dash, yep.
Nice punish there from Kuroten. Rage available for Ace now. Kuroten needs to be careful not to throw anything out for no reason. Oh, stuffs him there. Down 4-1-1 into the 1+2.
Okay.
Oh, the sidestep 3+4.
Yeah. Oh no.
He drops the conversion, and the punish for Kuroten stays alive, ties it back up 1 game apiece. That's so unfortunate for Ace there. You have to imagine that was going to be a Rage Art conversion, but he just dropped his filler.
Oh geez, we've just reached triple figures in terms
of
the prize pool.
Noob Cake with the $50 direct contribution. Thank you very much. We are at $101.69. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for the contribution. My goodness, do these players deserve it as well? Thank you so much for that. And we'll be heading into game number 3 of the Grand Finals reset right now.
Yeah, immediately back into it, and we are into another big stage. Yakushima right into Coliseum of Fate. So, again, not an infinite, but it's as close as you're going to get in Tekken 8.
I think the thing is, the big stages favor Eddy.
Absolutely.
But in terms of things, the big stages are favoring Kuroten as a player. If you get what I'm saying.
Absolutely. His style of play revolves so much around getting a small life lead and then just backdashing away and throwing out just large hitboxes. And that's working out wonderfully for him.
Yes, absolutely. But you were saying, in terms of the last game, Round Ender, to see if Ace could have killed that, I think maybe he could have. If he did a relaxed 3+4 tornado into Rage Art, maybe it kills? I'm not sure about the scaling.
Regardless of whether or not it kills, the drop cost him the round.
Yes, absolutely.
I think had he converted into Rage Art and gone for the follow-up after, that would have been a very different situation where he would have been the aggressor.
Agreed, and that's a great while rising 1-3 from Ace there. But it's full grey health right there for Kuroten to heal up. That is such a good move. That back 3+4 is a mid power crush heat high power crush heat engager.
Yeah. Just as
good.
we were about to reach the wall, he got the KO. So again, we have yet to see the walls actually be relevant so far on these larger stages today.
Yes. Okay, going to get the plus flames. Hell sweep comes out, gets a stock, and again goes for it, the double, and activates heat, like you said, Nibs, at that safe range.
Yeah, very solid stuff, but big conversion here from Kuroten. Triple electric, still has heat, pops it now. Big damage here. Oh, goes for the Thunder God Fist there. Rage and I was gonna say Rage and Heat both still available for Ace. Heat is gone and he gets clipped by the mid, and there we go. Similar situation. Ace had the opening there but didn't quite find the hit he needed.
Yeah, goes for 3+4 in handstand, which is the windstock move you were saying. That is very linear. That will not track to the side there. So after the sidestep move, it was a difficult option to choose.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Ace. Nice though, no break on the throw. Again, pops heat right after the throw. Interesting, went for a mid there, didn't go for a grounded hit. Heat smash plus frames. And the power crush, I like that. Keep it simple.
Yeah, goes for the relax 2 into the power crush. And it's just a great way to keep yourself safe after the relax 2. Because after the relax 2, you go back into normal stance. You're not plus. And you have to assume the opponent wants to take their turn. And so just pressing the, power crush there is going to cover a lot of the options your opponent wants to do.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw nice there, gets the counter hit, will get the full juggle from this as well. Pops heat. Bit of wall carry here now as well. Does he spend the heat dash here? No, he doesn't. Opts for the spike, went for pressure after. Warrior instinct active now from Kuroten.
It's something I do also is I also go for the spike there and save heat for later, just because Eddy's heat utilization is so varied and so good.
Nice. Okay, he did that. The mid down forward 2 went for the power crush again to try and catch a button, but didn't quite work out. Kuroten had the time to block after it, and he finds the punish there. Kuroten now 2 games to 1. He is back in the lead, and again he has done exactly what he needed to do. He weathered the storm of the momentum that Ace had built up. He fixed his timings a bit, and now he is back in the driver's seat. Kuroten moving into a potential tournament winning game here.
Yes, again. And now, one thing I would like to point out about Ace is that Ace is committed to back 3-3, which the second hit is only, confirmable on counter hit, right? So if you block the second hit, Eddy's in relax and you can full punish him for that. It's absolutely crazy. And Ace is committed to that on block several times without seeing the first hit counter hit. So he's not going for the confirm on that. He is going for wins on that move.
A lot of hype coming into the chat now as well. A lot of people here to support Ace. A lot of people here to support Kuroten as well. Let's see how we go. Kuroten on potential tournament point here in this game and competing for the share of $101+. Crazy.
Oh, my days.
On a Tuesday evening.
Hard day's work.
And Ace now, strong opener potential. Perfect.
Yep.
7 golden letters. That's what you like to see. Get your head back in the game, Ace.
Yeah, and because the wall was broken, we are going downstairs straight into the next one. Even on block there, and Kuroten takes his turn this time.
Maturino link there. Guys, if anyone else wants to contribute and up the stakes even more, beautiful conversion here from Kuroten. Gets the heat active in there as well. Big pressure here. Solid evasive option from Ace.
Sure, great up forward 2 sidestep option to get away from the pressure, but the hell sweep isn't launched.
Heat burst activation to pressure through, or armor through those jabs rather. Ace now, rage available. Such a life deficit though. Oh my god, nice duck. And the while standing punish. Rage art, yes he does. Again, big damage here. It'll take away all the grey life.
Great idea from Ace there. Take away all the great life, healing up some of the grey life that he has on the board as well. Almost all of it. One jab.
Jab.
No way. Sidestep.
Oh my
Up
god, he
two.
avoided the stomp up forward 2. Ace 2 rounds straight. Can he bring us to a final game here?
Oh, there's the down forward 3 again from Ace. Oh my.
On the power crush, beautiful, goes through the electric, gets him.
No, I would heat smash here or do something to get the plus flames. No need! Oh my days, it's a no round round from Ace, and we're going to a game 10.
We are going to a final game, game 10 after the grand finals reset here. Ace, can he do it? Can he bring it back?
Oh my, Ace.
Norway
By the way,
absolutely on top. Holy shit.
and we saw what happened when Ace got a no round round last time. This could be dangerous for Kuroten.
Yeah, absolutely. The first time he got a no-round game, he went 4 straight. This is unbelievable. Final game, folks. Game 10. Final game in your grand finals between Kuroten and Ace. $101 up for grabs. Oh my god.
Almost 300 of you in the chat as well, viewing this amazing tournament. Thank you for joining us. I know this is something you don't want to miss.
And yeah, interesting. A lot of confidence from some people here about the fact that there are walls in this situation. Of course, a very traditional square, very average size top end here. We have a balcony break available. The lower part of the stage does have access to some wall explosion hazards as well.
Okay, going to activate the heat plus flame. Gonna go plus flames again. Try to press after -8.
Beautiful,
Going
gets the
downstairs.
balcony break. All right, Rage is available for Ace.
Okay, nice conversion. Can't get the wall. Bit far for that.
Nice,
Oh,
he
that's a clean
catches
wall
it, gets
splat.
the wall splat. Rage art, yes.
Yep. That might
All
kill.
right. That might kill. If it doesn't, he's still going to take away all the recoverable health. It does kill. It is enough. Beautiful opening for Ace. He now has the lead here early on in this final game.
That, we said Ace is momentum based, and here comes the momentum. The rodeo coming out, looking for the forward 43. Great punish by Kuroten.
Nice, the aggression coming out from Kuroten. Dash electrics.
Okay, good dick jab.
Nice
Stops the
chat.
pressure.
Yeah, he caught Kuroten in the middle of trying to fake him out.
Okay, the running 3. Heat smash plus flames. That's
And
it.
the mid! Ace now 2 rounds up. Potential tournament point here for Ace. Can he take it after resetting the bracket against Kuroten? And Kuroten, who up until this point looked completely unstoppable.
And I love the option as well from Ace. The 1+2. Again, like I said, safe on block. It's -8. So even if the mid didn't hit, he would have been fine.
All right, dash up, heat burst now. Kuroten trying to fight back out.
Okay, so that 2-4 is +3. The second hit is a high. That could have been ducked by Kuroten.
Right, homing option there from Kuroten. Gets floated out afterwards. Ace now has spent his heat, but he's carrying him very close to the wall here.
Yeah, that second hit of Hell Sweep won't connect, so you won't get the stop there win.
1-1-2, very important. No heat available on either side.
Plus flames. Oh, the
Oh, he
Hell
gets
Sweep!
clipped out.
That's it!
The wall
It's over!
explosion is-
It's done!
Ace over. Ace is your winner. Ace takes the tournament set and reset, and he takes the $101 prize pool. What a performance. A monster run coming through losers. That's what, 12 matches in a row?
Yep. Eddy Gordo, vamos lá! Absolutely crazy stuff from Ace. I don't think I've seen a performance like that from an Eddy Gordo in a while.